羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って目指したのは青い青いあの空悲しみはまだ覚えられず切なさは今掴み始めたあなたへ飛びだこの感情も今言葉に変わってく未知なる世界の夢から目覚めてこの羽を広げ飛び立つ羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って目指したのは白い白いあの雲突き抜けたら見つかるとして振り切るほど青い青いあの空青い青いあの空青い青いあの空愛想をつけたような音で錆びれた古い窓は壊れた見飽きた家具はほら捨ててゆく振り返ることはもうない高鳴る鼓動に呼吸を預けてこの窓を蹴って飛び立つ駆け出したら手にできると言って誘うのは遠い遠いあの声眩しすぎたあなたの手も握って求めるほど青い青いあの空落ちていくと分かっていたそれでも光を追い続けていくよ羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って探したのは白い白いあの雲突き抜けたら見つかるとして振り切るほど青い青いあの空青い青いあの空青い青いあの空
Why were we hurled to this interesting world? I think 'cause all of us can make it fun. Woo! Looks like we were blessed with this wonderful invitation.
Whether you're younger or an adult, you are trapped at this school.
Everyone is starting at zero in this weird dungeon of love.
A fresh new world that leads to broken bones and with no rules.
My brain is cracking. What is happening? Is this how we finally gonna die?
No complaining or even explaining, we just
sound as cool as those guys.
I see there were a lot of people not here
It's a
last week.
scam.
Shut up. That was not here last week. And the reason I just played that song.
A lot of things happen between now and then.
No, not a lot of things. It was one of the biggest memes of that video.
That's what you get for putting in effort. It's really your fault.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do Persona music now. How about that? How about just the safe, y'all like, instead of, whatever. Yes, themes. Talking with the dude was very unproductive. I can't say his annoyance was fully unjustified, though, since y'all were going hard at him.
Morris says, why would I watch a Nux Revisited?
It wasn't the Nux Revisited, it was the one from this video! Part one! Part one from this video! Yeah, I don't expect, I would fully expect most creators being annoyed with us because we call out their opinions and there's a lot of times we're just making fun of some innocuous thing they're saying or doing.
We stay away from the triggered, you look like an Asian schoolboy appearance jokes. So we have that, but I can understand. You click and you just hear us laughing. You click and you just hear us laughing. It's just like, where's the content? But it's, if you were gonna do it to somebody else, I expect that you would look into somebody doing it to you instead of just clicking around like he said, which I find to be just, you don't have all the time in the world, but come on now.
It's clear though that he plays video games, he plays League of Legends or whatever. I would assume he plays it off stream at time. What is he doing during that time? Why not listen to the YouTube video in its entirety or something? Yo bums, I'm from round 2. Down in Ohio, swag in Ohio, swag like Ohio. BG, you should read The Greatest Estate Developer before the solo leveling because reasons. 4 reasons. Peanut has
Racketeer
been
says,
getting on me to read
Guess
that.
what? I caught up with the lore. I know about the legendary showdown of Tanny's daddy against Michael Jackson.
There, thank you. That's all I needed. I don't know if y'all finished my question from the last stream, but thoughts on Absolute DC comic series. I've only read the Superman one so far. It's a pretty interesting take. I hear some good things about the Batman one. I'm probably going to get into that. I hear good things about the Superman one. I mean, the Wonder Woman one. From what I hear, it's a mostly good run. So I'm definitely going to check some of the other ones out. But there's so much manga I got to catch up in. I finally caught up in all my thing. I didn't even realize I was like 15 chapters behind in The Dangers in My Heart, and I just got done catching up in that. Hi, I
Happy
want
to be here.
That's a lot.
Happy to be here.
I watched the rest of the video, and let's just say I hope you have a pillow to either scream or face plant into because he doesn't understand anything Captain Mack says.
Really? I thought he would have gotten better in the second half of the video. All of a sudden awake and like, oh wait, no. He's right. Captain Mack's right. Whoops.
I need to make up streams. Hey guys, y'all are bums, plays funny music. It's been a while since I could make it to the stream. Happy to be here. Damn, I'm broke as. Hey buddy, good to see you. You need some bread. Yo. Not gonna lie, I might get another come from debt soon. Yeah, do it. Sup, Alf, the best Naruto Shippuden open. Second best.
I hope
third
I hope that was Silhouette.
It was Bluebird.
Oh, to be so wrong.
Welcome to another episode of episode 19. I mean, Demon Slayer. You guys are bullies.
Sure.
Episode 19 is a masterpiece. Not gonna lie, I want to debate this dude. He already said Alex made a lot of good points. Not worth debating. We know what you meant. The only more iconic thing than episode 19 is Pain's speech to Naruto.
To the point of him saying we made good points, he didn't say what good points that we made. He just admitted that he could have explained himself better, but then he covers it up by just going, "Whoa, I'm not gonna explain everything."
Beautiful. What is this Kids Bop song? Don't even get it. I'm not reading this. Triggered thinks it's time for man, Demon Slayer or Dragon Ball. I would go Dragon Ball.
You're talking about what's better, what's worse?
If it's better, I'd go Dragon Ball.
Jay says, Pigman's speech is more iconic than Pain's speech.
Sure. I mean, on this channel, I'd say it is.
I choose not to comment on anything Pigman related.
Gotta make sure I get all the people. Speaking of Absolute Batman, the Absolute series actually good. Hi, I'm here. Watch Giga new anime on stream. At the end, he said he gave the green light so people can watch it.
We ain't watching that.
I might watch a little of it. Why not?
He said on stream.
Might watch a little of it.
No, it's an anime short film. So
how long is it?
Like 18 minutes.
We won't get the full context of the thing on stream.
Yes, that's why I want to watch it in as much good faith as possible. So I don't want to skip to the middle and it's just like, well, we need to find in Happy Jewel or whatever. We got Happy Jewel and then we missed it. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
BG, have you tried playing the demo of No, I'm gonna play the whole game.
You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. It has.
It has. All right, let's get into this.
Oh my goodness!
Never mind.
Watch.
He went to go get his watch so I can still read a couple of more things.
Why do you need me here to call names?
Oh, yeah. I guess I can't just call the names. That's a good point. Even though I'm still writing names down because I'm still filing in. Oh, yeah. Happy the Jewel of Kindness. What's up, Hope, Fighting Gimmick, Ruby, Hard Botterman, Jerobo, Priscilla, Dutch, Jay is Gay, Aries, The Real Mr. Impossible, JCJ, Racketeer, Alfonso, Deku Fanboy 101.
Obvious reasons.
Oh, back to back. What are we doing out here, people? This one's for you, boy. Question. Demon Slayer solo leveling or Sword Art Online? I finished. I haven't even started. I got halfway through. I don't even think I got I think I got halfway through the first season. So in order, based purely on that, Demon Slayer at the bottom, solo leveling at the middle, because I don't know anything about it, but I have to assume it's better than Demon Slayer. Sword Art Online at the top.
Have you heard Demon Slayer is making a lot of money? So that means...
Whoa! It did so well! Y'all have made my evening. I'm stuck at work and me and my manager are dying movie heavy at boxes from Tall Shells, but this helps so much. You're very welcome.
That's the best thing that this can be. Just purely put it in on work.
Thank you for the super chat. My Ordinary Life. Thank you for the super chat. Overlord Silverheart.
Demon Slayer has a fine English dub.
Fighting Gimmick says, you could say it's culturally impactful.
I keep saying this, but the number of I have not seen a bad dub in forever.
Yeah.
I think we're done with those days. I think the worst that we're gonna get is pretty good.
I was even done with it. JCJ, Racketeer, Alfonso, Deku Fanboy 101, Jay, Blaze, Devil Elf, Unknown, Sebastian, One Smart, My Ordinary Life, Victory Greymon, Sleepy Don, Silverheart, Gamer, Anko, Shrimpo the Shrimp, Nightfall. Let's go. Yeah, we already know what this video is. We're just wrapping it up. We were at the Zenitsu point.
Hey, why did we oh yeah, football.
Hey, you're lucky I don't stop today because there's an AEW pay-per-view on right now that I'd love to be watching.
That's you.
I guess that's the way I
need a lolly right now. Someone pass me the phone.
I mean, that's apt with the person on screen.
This is Zenitsu. I hate Zenitsu. His two characteristics are that he is horny and a coward. His character does not have any depth beyond that.
If Zenitsu was a horny character, like, yeah, he's a creep and he's a simp, I will say that, and basically a lover boy. Characters who are actually, like, horny and stuff like that would be characters like Brook and, like, Sanji from One Piece.
And you think Zenitsu does not slot into those same roles?
When
he's like, you get to touch girls.
In the training, when they were training, he's just like, you touched a girl. And he was going nuts about that.
I haven't heard him. I listened to Super Eyepatch Wolf talk about the movie, and he said some of the voices were pretty flat. So I wonder if that's some of the actual actors that are in it that aren't used to this type of anime-esque dubbing.
But that doesn't say anything. Were all of their lines flat? Were there?
I don't know.
It's just that type of it's flat. Not it doesn't fit the character because this character is a little more energetic and this character has a deeper voice that they use. None of that. It's just flat, and that doesn't tell me anything.
Dutch says, Zenitsu is 90% screams and women, while Sanji and Brook are 30 to 40% women.
I'd say Sanji's closer to like 60.
I don't think that Zenitsu being discounted from being a pervert is because Brook and Sanji are bigger perverts.
Yes. I also, of course, the easy attack there is he has no depth, which is not a true statement. It's a hyperbolic statement, which you can pick apart. But I don't know why you front-loaded it by going after the pervert part as opposed to the depth part, which I think is more important.
He straight up goes up to women and says, "Let me see your panties." Like, you don't see Zenitsu saying shit like that.
He said, "Please marry me," and clung to a girl in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. You don't see Brook doing like that.
It's
like, and there's different perversions of people. Like, he tried to force a woman to marry him.
Punts.
But in terms of being a coward, yeah, I'll give you that one. He's a coward. So here he describes the whole thing of Zenitsu falling asleep and how it just doesn't make sense how he's able to communicate with some characters while he's sleeping.
While asleep, Zenitsu is still capable of rational thought, and we can hear his unconscious inner monologue, which is a total oxymoron. He's even capable of speaking and communicating with other characters and strategizing with them.
So I don't know if you have noticed, it's not just with Zenitsu that talks to himself having inner monologue. You literally see that with Tanjiro and...
I think you missed the part where he is asleep and functionally awake. So what's the difference? Why is he having conscious thoughts and reacting to people in pain and stimuli while he is asleep? That's the issue. What's going on here? It's not just the fact that he's having an inner monologue. I don't see how you just accepted that. You cut out all of the issue.
Walking L, we are reacting to Demon Slayer's biggest hate video essay debunked by dumb artist.
I hate red apples. Well, why do you hate apples? They provide you with so much nutrients. It's like, no,
You guys don't understand that Demon Slayer revolutionized emotional storytelling.
He's such an idiot. The issue is that he's an unconscious person acting consciously, like he's awake, like he's just an active person as opposed to just some sleepwalking dude. He is having rational thoughts, his own thoughts, and strategizing and understanding the information. Everything is happening.
Is Sleepy Zenitsu a different persona because he literally Sleepy version? I tried to read it past now. And him are different in morality and personality. Who knows?
It would have been just fine to just say it's a split personality as opposed to just he falls asleep.
It would have been even more fine if he was faking it and putting on that persona because this is who I want to be.
Or even, I close my eyes because that's, I don't have to see the demons, and so then I can be blah, blah, blah. And that can even go into why he was never truly able to learn the other forms, because they require his vision in order to do it, as opposed to, let's just say the first form is sound. He needs to sound or to feel the air or whatever.
And other Demon Slayers, when they call out their moves, the purpose of the show is not trying to be realistic. I see this more.
Never said anything. There can never be an issue in your mind for anything. I don't even know how you can praise anything with that mindset. Yeah. Man, these are great characters. Why you think that? It's not meant to be realistic. What? That's such just a lazy blanket cover up for an issue on screen. It's crazy that would come out of your mouth. And this isn't like a slice of life where somebody's getting beat by their daddy. So what do? They become a milk farmer. And you just go, wait, what the how do those two things, like, well, it's not a realistic story. Like, well, there's nothing in this story that indicates that it's any sort of fantastic. It's set in Japan, it's set in modern day. But this is the reaction to becoming beat.
Zenitsu's sleep mode is basically
because I don't give a fuck. It's cartoons.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear how Robot Lady said Soge King.
Yeah, that would have been
cucked out.
Cucked out.
So you hate waffles once again.
But like I said, if we're gonna try to make this as real as possible,
no, it's not about realism. He never talked about realism at any point in his sentence. Please listen to the
talk about the issue in and of itself without going, well, if we want to, it's not an issue, but if you want to make it an issue, you front loaded it in a way that says that even if you don't believe my cover up for this issue, it doesn't matter because it's not an issue to begin with. There is an answer, yes, but there's not even really a problem. There's not a question. So
the craziest thing to me is I can understand people
waffles,
pancakes. I can understand people being wrong.
Pancakes.
I can understand people being wrong about, hey, I read this 300 chapter thing and they didn't explain this, and then eventually it's like, well, they did explain it. You just missed it in this 3 panels that happened over here, and it's like, oh, okay, I missed that. I can understand that happening way more than you rewatching an hour video a few times and really understanding and dissecting the point. Putting the clip on there and going, what he meant was this thing that he did not say. I do not understand how that happens.
Why he's able to communicate and have...
Oh yeah, we took away the owl ding because y'all was abusing it!
In a monologue in his head while also talking to other characters while he's sleeping. My interpretation, my guess is that he's just sleeping. And
yeah, cool. My interpretation, my guess, this is the biggest Demon Slayer hater debunked. Yeah, what I guess is happening is that he's just sleeping. Yes, he's obviously sleeping, but when you are sleeping, do you have conscious thoughts about what's going on and able to act upon those? If somebody were to...
XL says, here you go, DA Soge King.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Suck my
Good job,
dick.
bro.
That's my request to you.
But if you're asleep and somebody tells you, hey, take out the trash, do you get up while you're still asleep, go out, take out the trash, do all of these things? You're processing information while you're asleep. How does that work? Well, I guess this is how it works. Cool.
AI.
I guess it's not. Oh, perfect. Big ups. No, it's not. We both have equal interpretations. Who's right, who's wrong, doesn't matter. It's not in the manga, and therefore Captain Mack's point stands.
Sleepwalking and sleep talking are common sleep disorders known as parasomnias. They involve engaging in certain behaviors while asleep, often without any. Certain behaviors is not the understanding of speech and strategy.
Consistently.
Yes, there are sleepwalkers and sleep talkers. There are people that get up, walk around their house, and mumble some nonsense words. But like you said, you can't tell that person to go take out the trash, and they go take out the trash.
He's just sleeping. What don't you understand? I guess he's just sleeping. How is this the It's crazy that this is the mindset of just, oh, this is a point. There's nothing that shows in the anime, the manga, any of the extra pages, none of the gag thing that I used last time. I guess he's just sleeping, baby.
that he's sleepwalking and sleep talking. Though with Demon Slayer, yes, it's a fictional show, but the stuff that Zenitsu does is actually sort of realistic when it comes.
As for sleeping and communicating while in this state is likely
pause. How does Zenitsu attack while he's asleep? How does Zenitsu communicate and attack while he's asleep? Hit up Chat GPT and give me an answer, please.
As for speaking and communicating while in this state is likely a mix of muscle memory and deep subconscious awareness.
It's likely big ups. That's doing a lot of heavy lifting because now we can just say, okay, so there's something that's unlikely, and it doesn't matter what's likely or not because it's an interpretation.
While he's technically asleep, his body and mind operate at a high level of automatic function, similar to sleep talking, but with precise battle instinct. What? His training has ingrained his technique so deeply that his subconscious can execute and even respond to situations mid-fight. No, but that's different than a person saying, hey, Zenitsu, you gotta go high, and he's going Roger, and then he goes high.
Protect this car of the demon train. This dude is not serious.
This concept is somewhat inspired by real-life sleepwalking and lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is when you control the
Even in martial
train!
arts manga, when the fighter is unconscious but still fights, they don't even talk.
Cause that's what it's supposed to be! Wait, if he's asleep and dreaming, I guess why can't he do other forms? Because it's never been in his body.
Hey, how does he? It just makes no sense.
Where people can perform complex actions without being fully awake. Zenitsu's case is exaggerated for dramatic effect, making him both a comedic and formidable
It's
character.
not exaggerated. It's showcased fully. It's never explained nor explored. It's just shown and accepted that once he falls asleep or is knocked out because of fear, he becomes a completely different personality who is, for all intents and purposes, fearless and a great fighter who can perform his moves perfectly. It's so ingrained, but Godspeed? He was training that while he was awake. We've never seen him up until the demon Infinity Castle do anything while he's awake.
The thing about AI is that it will lie to your face with confidence that this is the correct answer. So to take it at face value that ChatGPT is telling you the correct information about what's happening is fool's gold.
Because if 50 people on Reddit gives a similar answer, and it goes, okay, this must be the answer because I've searched through the databases and this answer comes up enough.
It's the most common.
So here you go. Why do my research when I can ask ChatGPT? Because there is no research to do.
No.
Could he use the seventh form while asleep despite it being made by him?
Yes.
MF Crew says,
It's a muscle
you know what, it
memory
would
thing.
have been better. There could have been an episode for Tanjiro and Inosuke questioning why sleeping Zenitsu is like that, and we get discover more of his true motive for revenge.
Absolutely.
No.
This could have been character stuff instead of cut a scene of two of him Auga over Nezuko and explain the sleeping thing. Because the one time that we do see somebody question it, it's the first time that he used it where the dude's just like, is this dude just secretly amazing? And there's nothing. He didn't go, you just did that while you were asleep. There was nothing. It was just like, is this so? And we just moved on.
It's not really that it lies, it's more so that it pulls information that is sourced from with the most views without proofreading, because some of the reason the coders didn't design it in the AI.
What?
No, it will absolutely just straight up lie to you. Like, it will. Now, a lot of times it is just pulling the most correct or the most viewed information. But a lot of times it will just straight up say, hey, this person is this age when they're not, because that's what the answer it gleaned the most accurate was. Or it'll just make up data, make up a source, and then just move on. Unless you give a direct source, then it goes, well, you are right, AI can't give you a proper answer. It just gives you the most common answer, the best possible answer based on the data it has. If you were to tell it, write a book about a ghost hunter named Danny, who's half ghost, it would probably just kind of come up with Danny Phantom, as opposed to this dark, dreary world or whatever.
I'm gonna put something in the A-List Exist Discord channel where I typed in how long did it take to get the whole cake, and it says the actual time it takes to reach Whole Cake Island depends on the factors like the ship's speed and any attacks encountered along the way, but is generally estimated around 10 to 11 months from the start of the time skip to the end of the arc.
That's not accurate.
It was not a year between the start of the time skip
Odi and by the time they hit
the Whole Cake. And if you look at the source, it's just a bunch of Reddit. So yeah. It will lie sometimes.
Scratch06 says, I only use I to roleplay with fictional characters.
Which is what you can do.
Obvious reasons.
And you can see I typed in how long did it take to get the whole cake. That's all I typed in.
Thank you for the super chat, Overlord Silverheart. But when did he make it? When he found out his grandpa had died, or was he working on it before? And how fast can Zenitsu gain? The muscle memory?
Well, let's just ask AI again. What is this guy trying to debunk? How is he able to communicate and effectively move and kill
in turn with strategies and stuff?
Yeah.
Comes to people having sleeping disorders. Like, did you never meet anyone in your life who has some sort of disorder where they're sleepwalking?
Come on! Hey! What happened to it not being realistic?
Yeah.
Now you're using real world sources and anecdotes?
Talking. And going back to this picture right here, if you read the last sentence with often without any memory of the event, it's very accurate to how Zenitsu is after the end of every battle.
But you've gotta understand what Mack's point is here, and that he should not be able to take the information of Zenitsu. You've gotta go high and strike at the exact same time as blank. And he goes Roger, and then he does do that thing.
When he wakes
The
up
author
after
didn't
sleep.
write that.
don't need to see.
Shitting on Zenitsu.
What is this? Yuck.
In this part of the video, just shitting on Zenitsu, that's really his only point, in that he just hates how he's loud and quirky.
That was a legitimately pathetic attempt at countering
says,
it.
Can't learn the existing forms, but creates a new form. Makes sense.
Makes 100 and modifies his form, the one form that he can use, several times.
Hey, that's because it's the basis of the rest of the forms. It's what enables the rest of the form. Then why can I learn the other forms? Well, they're not as good because you ain't got the basis.
So he's just awake with more steps. It's just quirky for the sake of being quirky. It's a complete waste of character writing.
You act like if Zenitsu is the only character ever in the anime universe who acts like this. I mean, let's...
yes! Other things you see! So now it's fine that Zenitsu acts like this because another character acts like this. Very good.
That you missed him completely not understanding the Zenitsu point.
One of the worst, probably the worst in the
this
Shinobu
video.
thing was bonkers.
Oh yeah,
of just accepting she hoards it for some reason.
I forget.
More quirky characters for the sake of being quirky.
Okay. So we're missing a point of the still sleeping thing, not the quirkiness thing.
Yeah.
Characters for the sake of being quirky. And oh boy.
No,
not
giving
quirky.
characters quirks is not making them quirky for the sake of being quirky.
Brook is quirky because he was by himself on a dead ship drifting forever, and the first time that he saw somebody, it was a pure harm to him. He was sitting there with the ghosts of his crew,
the corpses of his crew,
not knowing if he could fulfill his dream, not knowing if he could ever survive, not being able to really die. He could have jumped off the boat, but still.
Thousand Master Sman Slayer says, Death the Kid.
Death the Kid's quirk is he's OCD.
ChatGPT, what are some quirky anime characters?
And cowardly. Because it's quirky and cowardly.
Not common enough.
No, but it all says, while not cowardly, so the prompt included cowardly. Cowardly and quirky!
Divine Instinct Goku, Ultra Essence Goku, True Divine Essence Goku.
True Divine Essence. He was not in his bag on that one.
True Divine Essence! Where's Tournament of Goku? At this point, I just hope AI will fail because it's so costly and not profitable long term for these companies. Besides the fact that it just steals info.
Dude,
Thank
don't know
you for
how
the
much,
super chat
how
area.
many companies are doing it? Adobe,
because the
Microsoft Office suites,
because they don't want to fall behind in case this is the next thing. And there is, again, use cases for AI. So it's not like NFTs where there is no use case outside of just being an NFT. There is products and information that ChatGPT or AI can deliver that these companies want to be at the forefront of. But how do you get the money out of this? They're building billion-dollar data centers and reactivating nuclear
plants. You need to master the other forms in order to make a new one. This is like making a breakthrough discovery in chemistry without even knowing 10% of the periodic table.
It's completely crazy. And we don't know the processes really to make a new form. So if you just swing your sword in a different way, it's just like, well, this is a new form. It's like, well, is it? Or did you just swing your sword in an unnamed fashion with lightning breathing? Verizon has ads on Twitter fully AI. Ew. I'm glad I'm with them.
I mean, look at all these characters. I mean, going back to One Piece, Usopp is another great example. Oh my god, where is this cold coming from?
Hey, Usopp's quirky because he kept lying that his father is coming because he was a pirate because his mom was sick.
It's a pure coping mechanism. It's a reason behind it. We don't know the reason behind this sleep thing. One Piece ding, One Piece though.
All of a sudden. Bro, and the fact that you said that this dude like sexually assaults the female characters.
He gets scared and cries and screams constantly, or he tries to sexually assault the female characters. That's it. That's all there is to him.
Listen, I agree with the first part, but...
ChatGPT, what is sexual assault? This dude has it just bookmarked on ready. This mom holds Alt G, and then just like Chat GPT opens right up and like, I'm here for you, dog. What's up? What we looking up now?
Overlord Silverheart Ains says, did Triggered train dumb artists in how to debunk things? This feels like 2% smarter or 1.5% dumber Triggered.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is desperate to defend.
Hey, as for sexual contact, groping.
A non-consensual sexual act, as like the hips and the butt, where he was, in the face near the pubic region. That seems sexual in a way that she clearly does not want. Obviously, this does not. The whole list does not apply to what happened there.
Yes.
But it was definitely unwanted touch in a sexual area.
If nothing else, it's sexual harassment.
And if we're word policing like this, instead of attacking what the actual issue is, we got a problem.
You seem to be healthy enough to stop harassing me. That was a panel from the girl he was grabbing. Yeah, we're almost done with the Eric Johnson.
Definition of sexual assault, as I'm showing you on the screen, I mean, if this was true, I mean, first of all, Zenitsu is 16, 15 years old.
Yes! Young people cannot be rapists.
They can't sexual assault. They can't do sexual harassment. They can't do sexual abuse.
And if they do, they don't know no better, so let them go.
I mean, that was the argument with the kid in college.
For the case, in the world of Demon Slayer, there are law enforcement. If Zenitsu is actually sexually assaulting any female character, this dude would be fucking arrested.
Aries Queen says, also keep in mind, also like One Piece though. Facts, debunked.
Yeah, you know what? If you on it here in our world, grab the butt of somebody on the bus and they do not report it, you're not going to go to jail. It is if somebody reports it, if somebody sees it, if they have a good enough case for you to get arrested.
And if the person that got groped presses charges. Because if they drop the charges, then you get away scot-free.
It is not instant crime and then the cops spawn out of nowhere.
There used to be, like in the early 1900s of this thing world, where you could do basically anything to your wife and it was not allowed to be reported. Like, they did not have rights. It was so less frowned upon to just be grabbing people in the 1800s. Mm-hmm. Grabbing women. This dude would have been arrested based on what?
Do you think Chat GPT the laws of sexual harassment back then?
A sound man slapped a girl's butt. Is he arrested?
After threatening to take her to a place which would surely get her killed.
Basically kidnapping her.
Somebody who is not strong, well, not strong, but not capable enough to fight. The naive idea that all criminals that commit crimes will be punished, and if not, they're not criminals.
I promise if he was touching young girls, he'd have been arrested. He's too strong for the you just suggested. That's ridiculous.
I can say in plain terms that Rengoku is a terribly written character.
Hell no, bro. I'm not gonna take any Rengoku slander, you hear me?
Rengoku is introduced.
Racketeer says, you can't commit a crime if you don't get caught. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is this Saul Goodman-ass defense?
Your Honor, were you there?
I was not, but the evidence.
Whoops, suck my... Yeah, you just sexually assaulted me. Prove it.
He's good. He's done it again. Why is no one else using these defenses? How do you come back?
He cooked. He's cooking us.
Case dismissed. Well, I can't argue against him.
I can't prove it. It's my word against his. Objection. Shut the f up. You weren't even there.
It's alongside the rest of the Hashira. He's immediately introduced by talking about how Nezuko...
He stole my purse. Am I holding it right now?
Where is it?
...is a demon and should therefore
Your Honor, please, Pixar, it didn't happen.
It's alongside the rest of the Hashira. He's immediately introduced by talking about how Nezuko is a demon and should therefore be killed without being given a proper chance.
Pause.
And that Tanjiro
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead.
should also be killed for protecting her.
Tanjiro
I mean,
as well.
those are the laws in this world, dude. Obviously, Rengoku.
But there's also people that were there that was like, no, though, including the head guy going, no, though, who sets the laws.
Hey, you know what's a law in this world? No swords on trains. You know what they do? They bring swords on trains.
You know what's a law in our world? You can't jaywalk. Who's not jaywalking?
Boy, jaywalk. We used to live in front of a police station. Cartwheel into that bus.
Mom jaywalked and shot somebody in front of me in front of a
Your
police
Honor, he was
station.
doing the whip and the nay at the same time.
He was doing the whip and the nay.
Who doesn't know these
The
fucking
forbidden
characters. They're
art.
just complete siblings, strangers, and one of them is a demon. So of course he's just gonna say that, like, yeah, let's kill them, kill the demon sister, and then kill the brother after.
After that, we don't see Rengoku again until Tanjiro and his
Oh,
gang gets
No, but Shinobu goes, nah, but we do need to talk to him about this.
sent to a demon-slaying job on a train, where Rengoku immediately makes a complete 180 by being very friendly towards Tanjiro and his friends.
You make it seem like the scene that you showed here and the one after, it happened simultaneously. You make it seem...
No, you mean concurrently, or not concurrently, in order.
like that was all the same episode. Look at
No! But he did a 180! They didn't have a conversation! The next time they talked to the mother, he's like, yo, what up, though, basically? I'll take you on as my pupil. What happened in those 3 months?
We don't see anything.
Gap.
Shinobu, the first thing that she says when Tanjiro wakes up, this is the Demon Slayer headquarters, and you, Tanjiro, are about to be put on trial.
So,
and then Rengoku says there's no reason for a trial. There are rules, and it's for the trial. But he goes, no. That's not, he's going against the rules.
It happened simultaneously. You make it seem like that was all the same episode. Look at the gap between that episode and the one where they actually meet Rengoku on the train for the first time.
Pause. What happened during those times? We don't know.
Says, and Nezuko is 12, but he still wants to marry her when she's more or less mentally ill. That's still fucked.
I like that accent thing over Gyu's name. Don't know how they did it, but it's cool.
It's like you forgot that these guys were going through training in all these episodes, and then they were sent to do the mission.
Okay, and then that happens. What happens with Rengoku to where he is no longer like, no, I want to chop off your head?
No hostility, nothing. The main dude said, be cool. But the next time that we see him, he is absolutely cool. Just because this person says so, it doesn't mean that you can control your mind and have those still
Present
have
evidence
those thoughts.
of what you're saying.
He didn't have those thoughts. Nothing. If you, as my big brother said, if you don't stop yelling, and I'm like, I can try to stop yelling, but if something happens,
I might get yelly.
If she gets out of the box and turns her head towards somebody who's bleeding, your reaction is gonna be like, oh, she's about to bite him, because that is your reaction as a demon slayer. You can't help that. You can only help, hey, be cool.
On the train. But also, did you forget that the master was cool with it? Of course, he's gonna fall.
Yeah, the master was cool with it from the beginning, and Rengoku, even at the end, was just like, nah, I'm still not rocking with it. But the master, though. But then it's like, yeah, I'll take you on as my pupil.
Yep, with nothing in between.
His own boss, his own leader's decisions. That's how it works.
Hey, can you not agree with your boss and leader? Can you not accept what they've said while still having your own thoughts and autonomy to go, nah, rock with your decision. I respect your decision. I will follow the decision, but I do not I do not rock with it.
So obviously, when you're a Hashira or a Demon Slayer, you have to respect the master and the head of the Demon Slayer Corp.
Tanjiro.
Rakater says, Rengoku really was acting like Thanos in that episode. I'm gonna have to break here. That's just what it is. I'm just a messenger.
Yeah.
The main dude says, I have accepted Tanjiro and Nezuko, and I want everybody to do the same. 2 panels later, number 1 Hashira Rock dude goes, even though my master requested, I cannot consent. Sound Hashira then goes, I too must stylishly oppose. I cannot accept a court member consenting with a demon.
Consorting, probably.
Consorting, yeah.
So
and Rengoku goes, Master, I respect you from the bottom of my heart, but I do not understand this. I am against it with all of my strength. So he tells them, and they still have free will and autonomy. It is only after Nezuko proves herself, and then...
Why would she even need to prove herself if they automatically have to follow everything he said?
So it's not just he said it. Read the manga, and you see that they go against this.
Even in the anime, they go
against the anime.
それでもまだ禰豆子のことを心らない。これから炭治郎と禰豆子が鬼殺隊
You must prove it to them starting now. What did he do to prove it? Nothing. Rengoku rocks up being absolutely cool with them.
役に立てること。
And also, why is that just a still image?
Nah.
Dude, all this Rengoku
is really not that bad.
役に立てること。
Now, in terms of Rengoku's character writing, he's really not that bad. He's not good either. He's an incredibly boring character.
Dude, all this Rengoku slander for what?
He's a generic good boy, a lot like Tanjiro in many ways, but I don't actively hate him like Zenitsu.
Damn, fucking Zenitsu's just catching all the fade for no reason, bro.
He explained his reason. His character does not make sense. He sexually harasses people. Every single fight that he's in, it's not him.
Says, Your Honor, let me tell you a story 10 years ago. Wolverine toy.
Yeah, you also have to go into the DSP thing.
He do. Basically, to summarize this portion of Rengoku's section of the video is that he hates how he's barely introduced in the show, becomes an important character to Tanjiro and the main characters, and then boom, he dies.
What Gotoge is trying to do here is to introduce a character right before they get killed and then try to convince us that their death is meaningful because he wants Tanjiro and his friends to find motivation in the death of someone they cared about without having to kill off an established character.
Yes.
You can literally say this about a lot of other...
yes! Other things you see.
Hey, but what happens if Captain Mack goes, I agree with the things you said?
Those are also bad. Just because bad things are happening all around doesn't mean that this is not bad or less bad.
Animes where the main protagonist has had a mentor, whether it's a
anime mentors who have died. Thank you very much for the anime mentor Maze Hughes. Big ups. Thank you very much, anime mentor Ace of One Piece. Thank you very much, ChatGPT, for mentioning you're trying to prove a point by going, there's so many muff and mentors that have died, and the number one person is the person that you're trying to prove. You're proving the point with the person, Rengoku!
Rengoku in EP 21, fuck you, Tanny. I'll kill you and your monster sister next time I see you both. Rengoku in the movie, Tanny, you are my new best friend, and I will train you after this ride.
Legitimately. Hey, so... all of these characters, I think except even Kamina, got establishment before they died. They did not die in the arc they were introduced. They were there. They got a large or medium or small gap between the time of their introduction and characterization and their death. Rengoku did not get that.
To stifle the pedanticness, he was introduced in the arc before.
Rengoku. Rengoku.
Yeah, you said
no. I'm not. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to stifle the pedanticness of that pause. Well, actually, he was introduced. Yeah, we understand that, but he was there as a kill this dude. Okay, fine, whatever.
We got nothing of who Rengoku was in that time.
Ace was established before he died. Kamina was at the start of the show. Rengoku didn't get a fraction of the screen time of Jiraiya.
Random guy, I'm caught up in the manga of Don to Don, so I don't know quite where I'm in season 2 ends, but I will say I am caught up in that case.
Rengoku was barely a mentor. He had one train ride with Tanny, and he gave him a piece of metal for his sword.
Friend, a dad, a trainer, your
my favorite character, matter. Cool.
And then they end up dying to motivate the characters to move forward with the plot.
Nagi!
Yeah. the problem? Mirum's royal guards.
Crazy bar.
They're mentors? I mean, spoilers for Your Lie in April. My goodness.
Move forward with the plot. Dude, this isn't anything new. You know what I mean? Again, a lot of it's just bullshit that could easily be proven wrong about the character. And yeah,
how's it proven wrong that he's there to be a person close to them that dies, and that's basically his only purpose?
How is it bullshit that every other thing does this? And that's your entire point. ChatGPT just lied, yeah.
like I said,
No, don't.
DA took me $1.50.
No,
and he's
don't.
talking about a time machine being ready. I don't know what the fuck he's talking
Har
about.
Boderman says,
Did you think you
this
could
dude
stop?
is unbelievably annoying.
Yeah, Negi, Niji.
It's the smugness with which he's refuting the arguments. It's well, other things do it, so what's the problem? And that's his point, and then he moves on. Sanji's a pervert. Debunked.
Yeah, but like, I'm talking about this pervert now.
Yeah, I'm talking about Sanji, the
Why?
bigger pervert.
Why?
no slander to my boy, Rengoku-san.
Rengoku, like Tanjiro, is a flawless character, which means he's boring for the same reasons. Flawless characters are not relatable because people are not flawless.
I've never liked this part
Yeah.
from Matt.
But the main point still stands.
yes.
Going back to the flawless stuff, like listen, Rengoku is a lot of things, but flawless isn't one of them. He thinks that characters in the show who smile a lot and happy-go-lucky just automatically means cool guy! Listen, I'm not trying to get too real and sentimental here.
That was
but,
a
like,
crazy-
It's established that Tanjiro is a pure soul, regardless of any troubles.
Hey, that was
He's
such a bad.
He's so pure.
I don't understand how that
He's
wasn't dragged
so-
to the moon and back.
Because he's so pure.
It's such a bad
He's
thing.
so pure.
That Tanjiro goes through, he's just gonna smile through it and move on. Because he still has a purpose, technically, with Nezuko to protect
Sebastian
her.
says,
Hey,
Ace
What's
did
the
nothing
flaw?
for Luffy. It was Luffy's decision because he also literally lost his crew right before this.
hey.
How did you get Soge King but not Luffy, robot lady?
This is about Rengoku being perfect.
And the
you
flaws.
had the time to refute the Tanjiro thing earlier when he said that he was perfect, and now you're doing what with this?
Trying to connect it to Tanjiro, and he's quote unquote proven that Tanjiro is not perfect. So if he proved that with Tanjiro and Rengoku is like Tanjiro, then Rengoku by transitive property is not perfect.
Random
Or
what's,
flawless.
What's the problem with the flawless character point? It's not the point itself. It's the part where you need to have characters be relatable.
Yes. If you're flawless, you're not relatable, and if you're not relatable, you're not good, is what I would assume the transitive property there is. And that's a problem because I do not need a character to be relatable, and I don't care if a character is without flaws if the story around them makes it work.
And change her back to human. With Rengoku's case, it's the same thing. He was dealing with an abusive alcoholic father.
Pause. Okay, so where's this flaw?
Hey, these are traumas that are placed upon these characters or their motivations and goals, not necessarily the flaws they have in and of themselves.
So abusive alcoholic father. Okay, let's go.
Or his mom dying from an illness.
Okay,
And
where's this flaw?
Again, it's the same thing with these two characters that I noticed. Like, they do the whole, it's better to laugh and smile than to cry. You
Okay,
know?
Hope can see death. Says, I love Caesar Clown. I don't want to relate to him in any capacity.
Yeah. And that's the problem with the relatability thing. But
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
the point on the table is he is not relatable. And you've listed where he's coming from in terms of his personality, but you're not refuting the fact that he is without flaws.
People with the biggest smiles are often the most sad on the inside. That's the vibe I get with these two characters. Like, they both...
You get a vibe of sadness, but where's the flaw? Which is his point. You're going off vibes.
And if we want to refute this point, boy, it would have been better to showcase that over a longer terms, so you wouldn't have those vibes that you feel. You could showcase it through the anime or the manga, and we would know it and not just feel, I feel like this is what this character is going through.
His flaw is that he smiles too much.
have dealt with past traumas. Again, because they smile a lot and like all happy, cheery, go lucky, it doesn't mean flawless. Not to go back to being
Pause.
real.
You've not. He said that they're flawless, and you go, well, because not just because they're smiling and stuff, that doesn't mean that they're flawless. Explain.
They have had traumas.
Explain a flaw, not something that happened to them, but something about them that is a flaw about their personality or their actions or anything.
Whatever. But
Explain yourself, you
Overlord
baby!
Silverheart Ains says, by this point, he'd better give ChatGPT credit in the end or describe how much research it did for him.
Bruh.
Go right in the video.
Goku's case, I imagine some people can deal with having abusive alcoholic parents in their past, or even losing a loved one, a mom or a dad. Him saying that they're flawless characters, even though they literally dealt with loss of family, really pisses me off. And not just because
That's not a flaw.
You must think that if Mack is saying flawless, that means their life was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So they themselves are just like, hey, everything's great because I have no flaws because I've never dealt with any adversity. Which is not what he's saying.
Superman has flaws. His parents died.
Legit!
How do these traumatic events affect Rengoku, though? His argument is that he's smiling through the pain, and we don't get to see that enough, so it's just a vibe that he's getting.
The vibe is crazy.
This dude is totally ignoring the criticism of character and going for the circumstances of a character. Yeah.
The name of flaw, damn, I take a peanut allergy. Thank you for the super chat, Hope.
We talk so much about the vocals, which are spot on, but the instrumental is banger as well.
No, everything about it came together.
Rengoku slander for the memes. No, like I feel like that's a serious subject for me.
Sebastian
that's a serious
says,
subject for me.
Tanny, we got to use ChatGPT to defeat losing.
How to defeat Muzan.
The sun, the flower, wisteria, wait till he's in the body of one of your comrades
and
then
push him over.
We're gonna go with that last one, guys.
When it comes to losing family, again, just because we smile and doesn't mean we're flawless.
Pause. And so you're relating to him, which is a different thing than him having a flaw.
Oh my god, is that what he's doing?
Yes, he goes, I don't want to make it personal to me, but...
No, I'm talking about when Mack talked about if you're flawless, you can't be relatable. And he's going, well, I do relate to Rengoku, so how could he be flawless?
He's cherry-picking parts of the argument that he can refute without refuting the main point of him being flawless. He's not flawed because of things that aren't flawed, and he is relatable because I relate to him for those things that aren't flaws.
And to say that these characters as well who also lost family, I found it a little bit relatable in my life. Just because some people don't relate to the situation, it doesn't mean that Rengoku and Tanjiro can't motivate and relate to people.
The problem is that Rengoku is written as an incomplete character. He has no flaws, he has no relationship with the other characters.
Oh, let's see this.
He's gonna talk about Gyu.
Dutch says, coke breathing fifth form cherry picking
the
after
flame
the drought.
and the water.
No, there's no relationship. What he's going to talk about is the fact that when Tengen was fighting the demons, he was like, oh, what would Rengoku do? That's not a relationship. He's going to talk about the fact that Rengoku died, all the Hashira got birds, and they're like, oh no, Rengoku. And he's going to talk about, after a chapter, there was a big chart of how each Hashira felt about all the other Hashira. So how does Snake Man feel about Sound Man? And he's going to do one of those or all of those three things.
He also never mentioned a flaw of Rengoku.
If he does none of them, I'm going to crash out so hard.
Because it's the easy.
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
Him saying that Rengoku doesn't have relations with other characters is such an idiotic thing to say. So if Rengoku has no relations with other characters, then how is it that every Hashira is able to explain how they feel about Rengoku?
This, sir, is an anime exclusive. It was none of them. Christ! Ash! What? You use an anime only? This is the same thing as the Chernobyl thing, where there's parts in the canon manga that showcase this. I ain't never seen this. I watched season 1. I ain't watched the season 2 bullshit, but you have to fight to find this bullshit. Instead of just showing those 2 things that were very easy to show, you showcase this non-canon pieces, and we don't see this. You're just talking about this fictional in relationship, though there are times we're not on the same wavelength. We ain't never seen them talk to each other. So this don't mean anything. She could say in this moment, oh, there's times when we're not on the same wavelength. She could say, oh, there's times that I want to hop on that meat. She could say, there are times I have and hate this dude because he stole my rice. He always sneaks in on me when I'm doing my poison thing. He wants my secrets. But it's all forced because we don't see anything. So they can say stuff, but if we don't see it, then it ain't. It is literally show versus tell. And they are telling us quite plainly that we have a relationship, and the relationship is this.
Universal
Will you ever
Instinct
see
Goku,
it?
Angel
No.
Seed Goku. Autonomous
I can say
I said I was
That's
gonna
my
crash
request to you.
out, and this dude done did it.
I could.
This is bonkers.
The same thing she's saying about him is the same thing I could say about like a coworker.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have quote unquote relationships with my coworkers in terms of we are friends. I would just say, from what I've seen, they seem like a good person, though we're not at this, on the same wavelength at times. This is such a non-description for someone that's supposed to have a relationship for this
We've
character.
been doing Revisited for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's
been at least since pandemic time.
And if it was just like, how do we feel about each other? Well, we're on good terms, and there's times where we're not on the same wavelength. That would not begin to describe our relationship.
Sebastian says,
and for this to be the
calm
point,
down, it's just cartoons.
you know what? It is just cartoons. But it's not just cartoons. It is somebody who literally just said that this was an idiotic argument and then uses an anime-only...
That's how you describe acquaintances.
Yes. And let's not forget, we don't see this.
No.
So, Shinobu...
Dragon Instinct Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku. Dragon Instinct Goku.
The top.
Shinobu could theoretically come on an anime...
Hallucinations? Oh my gosh. That is so cap.
On an anime-only part. She could theoretically come on to an anime-only part and go, yeah, me and Rui, that demon, had a relationship.
Yeah.
We never saw it. It was never hinted towards, but you can just say it because this is show versus tell. And if you're just saying stuff, well, you could just say anything and not show it.
Oh, I missed a big debut for AEW. That sucks. It's crazy how animator versus animation have characters with flaws and hobbies with only one speaking character. Also, what did I miss and why is DA crashing out? Thank you for the super chat, Overlord Silverheart.
Because this dude...
DA was going to... Captain Mack said that Rengoku didn't have a relationship with the other Hashira. The dude called it idiotic and then went, how can you say that when the Hashira explained this about Rengoku? And then he used an anime-only clip to explain it. Despite DA going, here's 3 canon things he's going to talk about. He's going to talk about one or all 3 of them. And if he doesn't, I'm going to crash out. And he went right into the... And it was right into it.
It was not near one of them. Now, this could be an adaptation from that manga, extra. But whatever the case may be, I specifically said manga because if you go, your other point was, well, this water thing is it's not real. It's in the manga. It's in this extra thing. Oh, but his other point was it was in this extra.
Yep.
Yeah. So sorry, Ratcheteer. I talked over the Monkey D. Luffy. I didn't get to hear Robot Lady, but it's fine. Don't use your points unless you want to. Oh, people heard it or not. Who knows?
Flamboyant sticks out more than me.
In what way does
really
he stick
great
out?
Guy.
Suck my
That
dick.
means-
That's
That
my
tells
request to you.
Me nothing.
Nothing. I would describe a character I read in a book like this when I've read a paragraph of that character.
That says that is not a relationship. He's flamboyant, but he's a great guy. How is that a relationship? You could see somebody on TV and describe them like that, and never having met them.
フクロウみたい快活な声が心地よい人
He is a great guy, loud but great. Yeah, I'm one of those things.
よく話す性格がいいいいやつだ前向き弱姉を
Thousand Master Swan Slayer says, "Remember Rengoku Ghost VA?"
This would be like if you handed out info cards at a job and just go, "How would you describe this coworker? He's a good guy."
He's not a good guy because I had to do his work for him one time, so he's lazy as well.
正直よく話しかけてくれるだって
What about this scene right here with Michiro, where he's literally thinking of Rengoku?
Okay, there you go.
助かりました殿につけてほしいって言われてたんですよ
But this is the same argument of the Tanjiro's family thing, when you can just say, yes, they had a great relationship, but if the audience doesn't see this, all we've got is it's such a Naruto Sasuke thing where they were the best of friends, and then you got all these flashbacks like, oh, they did a coy look at each other on a pond and then smiled to themselves, and I guess that just means generationally they've been best friends. Sucker!
If a coworker gets fired and now I have to take over that job responsibility and I'm not very good at it, I would think back to that employee.
Yes.
That does not mean that we have a relationship.
There are so many coworkers that I had good relationships when we were working together. I don't know where they're at. I don't know what they're doing. I've seen some of them out in the streets. I couldn't remember their names. One of them came up to me like, "Yo, you still be going to them tournaments?" And I went, "Dang, what is his name?"
Are you still liking that Naruto? Hush.
Divine Instinct
Jay
Goku,
says,
Ultra
"Third
Essence
Hokage is better
Goku,
than
True
second
Divine
Hokage, time me
Essence
if I'm
Goku."
right.
I can ban you. Thank you for the super chat, Hope. Me and Rengoku go way back to 8 hours ago.
Or what about this Taisho era secret with Mitsuri?
A Taisho era secret, the anime only extra thing. Big ups.
こそこそ噂話煉獄さんはかっこいいお兄様
She just said that in the talk about Rengoku.
In what way?
一緒に修行していろんな
While
He did. She said the same shit in the talk about Rengoku.
This
He
means
dotes on me while training.
nothing.
This means nothing if we don't get to see it.
If as the last people that saw him alive, if Inosuke and Zenitsu had to do a eulogy for him, they would be like, he was a great guy. He protected us at all costs. They would talk them up. They
he
don't
would
have a
talk the
relationship.
same way these Kashira are talking about him.
And they don't have a relationship with them, but you can say things about somebody who has been around you for a few hours and have taken a few actions. This does not mean that they have a relationship. This does not mean that they have a meaningful relationship. And we didn't see this. So them just saying these things means literally nothing to me.
教えてもらったし可愛がってもらったのそれにね煉獄さんもいっぱい食べるのよこんな大きな釜いっぱいに炊いたさつまいもご飯
Or what about this scene right here with Tengen?
Rengoku.
Okay, use that one. Yeah.
Okay. Why would you go to the anime only
Rakater
first?
says, "I would rather read a fanfic of Tanny and Rennie's adventures over whatever TF the canon story is. Legit, this Tanny inside joke is a lot more fleshed out than the actual thing. Also, Monkey D. Luffy."
Okay, double O.
煉獄
お前の剣技は黄色い少年を
Wait,
頼む
what?
ぞうずい
Oh, that his actual ghost?
Wait, go back. To the second line.
お前の
The yellow boy and boarhead boy. He didn't know their names. Or this ghost hallucination, fictional idealized version of
Hallucinations?
Rengoku.
Oh my god, that is so cat.
Doesn't know their name because Tengen doesn't know their names. So he's just like, oh, Rengoku would know him either.
But I don't think he
The
would
yellow boy, he's racist.
I don't think he would know Tanjiro's name either. I don't think Tengen cares what Tanjiro's name is.
黄色い少年を井の頭少年を
Wow, Rengoku's a bit of a piece of shit.
派手に任せておけや
That's a lot for someone who's never interacted with these characters, isn't it? So,
That is a ghost or hallucination or
Angel Seed Goku.
Autonomous Dragon Force Ghost.
I literally don't know what that was, so I don't think that it could be counted as character interaction.
BG is a great
Oh,
guy,
it's
a
Silver
scammer,
Heart
but you
Show.
know what you know.
Question, I just realized this. Why didn't Mitsuri fight Akaza? The man WHO killed her master in Big Brother figure?
Hey, because she got other things to do. Thank you for the super chat, Aries.
She loves him, so she can't.
going back to Rengoku and talking about his flaws, here's a clip from Captain Mack trying to get ChatGPT to criticize Rengoku as a character.
In fact, Rengoku is so loved by the community that when I asked ChatGPT to tell me why he sucks as a character, the AI refused to do it out of fear of being canceled.
Wait a minute, so why in the hell didn't you use ChatGPT to ask it, I don't know, maybe the flaws that Rengoku has as a character?
Hey, overconfidence. That is not blind optimism.
What
no.
overconfidence? It doesn't showcase any examples, and you have no examples. If you're talking about running into the number 3 muff and demon, well, what is he gonna do? Run like a coward? Stubbornness. Is he stubborn?
Rarely backs down from his beliefs or decisions. When?
Emotional suppression? Is that a flaw? In what way does that hinder him in any fight or any way in life? And how can emotional suppression be right after stubbornness and overconfidence? So he's suppressing his emotions, but not his stubbornness or his overconfidence?
And he tends to suppress deeper emotional pain. People do bury emotional pain down, but when has that been a hindrance to him? A flaw needs to be some type of thing where, hey, because I'm this thing, it's a detriment to the situation or whatever.
In one shape, way, or form.
Thousand Master
Just
Swan
going,
Slayer
I'm
says,
suppressing pain.
Go touch grass, react man, sir.
I'm suppressing pain. How's that a flaw?
ChatGPT to ask it, I don't know, maybe the flaws that Rengoku has as a character, and I...
Some sacrificial tendencies?
Because flaws don't make him an unlikable character. Oh, you're saying for the reason that was 5 minutes ago. Why didn't you? Whatever. Doesn't matter. These are not flaws. Simplistic worldview, how is that a flaw?
What is that? What has been a detriment to the story, Rengoku, or a situation?
I did that, and these were the results that you see on my screen. And not just Rengoku. I literally did the same thing with Tanjiro. I asked ChatGPT to name me a list of flaws.
How is overly compassionate a flaw when it literally saves the train? When has it ever caused an issue? If a flaw has not caused an issue, how can you characterize it as a flaw? Even if it's an issue with another person just going, what happened with your flaw hurt my feelings?
For Tanjiro from the anime Demon Slayer.
Inexperience is a flaw
And
that
then
is listed by ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Unbelievable.
To name me a list of
Overexertion? He pushes himself to his physical and mental limits? How is that a flaw? He tries real hard.
for Tanjiro from the anime Demon Slayer, and I got these results right here. And if you had any other questions from the show, then why didn't you use ChatGPT?
Because ChatGPT is a liar sometimes. You cannot rely on AI for your answers. You have to showcase them and research them on your own. If you told me ChatGPT did this whole video, I believe you.
And I understand that people are skeptical
Jay
of using
says,
AI.
Anomaly Plus.
Anomaly
Chat
Plus?
lady.
As much as I was. But listen, I've watched the show, I've done my due diligence and my research, so I had no problem using ChatGPT. As far as I know, everything has been accurate. So
you can't say that! You can't say I've done my research, I've read the thing, and as far as I know, you would go, it is accurate based on the things I've researched and seen!
And
you can't say that!
You also wouldn't go, I watched the show, I did my homework, so I asked ChatGPT.
And as far as I know, it's not wrong! What type of shit is that? Yes, teacher, I read this book and wrote and did the paper, but I asked ChatGPT to write it. As far as I know, it's correct. God!
if you had any other questions about the anime, you should have just used it instead of...
No!
Yeah.
You should watch the anime!
you
you should read the manga!
Nope. You asked ChatGPT. It's
You
got all the
should
answers.
do your work!
It's got all the answers.
How?
Hey ChatGPT, do you have all the answers?
Sebastian says, Tanny, we need ChatGPT because our show is bad.
I don't have all the answers. Nobody does, smiley emoji. What I can do is give you the best, most accurate information I have access to from training and real-time web lookup if needed. Help you reason things out or create something new for you. Want me to show you what kinds of questions I'm best at answering? No, thank you.
The global cooldown is 90 seconds. I don't know what y'all want from me.
We gotta get through the video.
I don't know, try to get the ChatGPT AI to criticize a character you don't like.
And we did not learn what he lived for, what his motivations were.
So keep that in mind when he says that, but then I like how the sentence after he says this.
And no, I don't count his desire to protect people as a motivation because his mommy told him to is a super weak reason for that desire since that relationship wasn't fleshed out.
This was a wish of a dying mother, bro. Like, are you fucking serious? Of
Pause.
course, anybody...
That we got information about during the act of protection.
Moved around a little bit, it would have felt better.
Would use that as a motivation. It's almost like...
And he sure wasn't protecting Tanjiro when he said cut off his head.
Bro, playing the Mario Party DS game and this dude is to DS brainwashed. Like, bro. Oh yeah, he was playing the DS game. I asked ChatGPT to slander One Piece and it did satisfy my personal ego.
You took the important part of Rengoku's motivations and said, oh yeah, we're not counting that one.
He personally doesn't count it because it wasn't fleshed out enough. It's basically going, I am dying, my son. I want you to do this. And then Rengoku does that. And if that takes 2 minutes, then he feels like that's not enough to truly get how much he wants to protect people.
It's also just a very lame motivation.
I would agree with that.
It seemed like his mom is all alive and well, but did you forget that she died from an illness?
ChatGPT, is Rengoku mama alive? Question mark?
No.
No.
I don't know why you needed to ask me this, research man.
Women! I gotta get out of here! No, the backstory, Kichiro Rengoku didn't want to become a Hashira until all of that happened. His dad was gonna force him to become one, but then when his mom passed away, it gave him the motivation. His dad wasn't even gonna train Rengoku. Rengoku literally learned how to do fire breathing from a fucking book and how to master...
But Mitsuru can...
What was the point here?
in the best he can.
First off, did you know that Rengoku taught himself the Breath of Flame?
Actually I didn't.
Is this AI?
I don't think it's AI. I think he's...
The Breath of Flames?
Yeah, sure. That's what it's called when translated properly.
That's bad.
Well, is it?
Everything uses flame breathing.
Though Rengoku's father was the past Flame Hashira, he only trained Rengoku for 3 months to teach him basic sword skills, and then couldn't be asked to continue due to his alcoholism and depression.
I'm
sad and drunk. I'm not training you. Look, you got me for 3 months,
No,
man. I'm holding back my tears. I can't do it no more.
It's not IBG.
Is the script AI? Did he write a prompt on his father or Rengoku?
You can't always just say it.
I don't know.
But this is just... it's just a video. There's nothing saying that it would or wouldn't.
So Kyojuro goes into the Rengoku family records and reads 3 volumes of the flame-breathing guidebook created by the family.
Breath of Flames. Flame breathing.
That's fine.
It wasn't even in the...
family in the past, and not only teaches himself, but does such a good job that he quickly becomes a Hashira.
So
yeah, I love seeing that in the anime and the manga. That was such an inspiring story. Huh? It wasn't?
That's a character with flaws, by the way.
It is possible to have Rengoku exist and have his death be meaningful. One easy way would be to make Rengoku an asshole.
I like how he says this, that Rengoku could have just been an asshole, but then you literally said this earlier in the video.
Mind you, I don't think every character needs to be written as a piece of shit to be engaging. You can write lovable characters.
Yes, but it would have been nice in his mind if Rengoku was one.
This is an easy way to do so. He just said he doesn't think that everyone should have to be. There's room for nice characters. But if you wanted to do this, you can do it this way.
Are still flawed.
So you don't expect pieces of shit characters to be compelling, but then now you
That's
want
not what he said.
Rengoku to be a piece of shit?
Let's talk about Genya.
That's not what he... Oh, please. Oh, I'm begging you.
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT? Why can this muff eat demons? ChatGPT? Guns? Moving on.
Boy, oh boy, do I have some things to say about this lad. Genya is possibly, if not the single greatest missed opportunity in this entire series.
This is me from the future. Again. There was a lot that I didn't say in this video, especially with the section with Genya, so...
Get a trash can,
bunch of crunch,
guy.
big ups.
Yeah, always. Get a trash can.
I had to, unfortunately, do a retake. So here, let's watch.
It is literally just breathing a certain way. Yet for some unexplained reason, Genya is incapable of breathing, apparently.
Wow, poor Genya. Poor guy can't breathe, man. The way he explains breathing styles, like I talked about earlier in the video...
No.
Rapper says, I like how this guy's sources are anything but the actual source material. I legit have yet to see him show a manga panel.
Address the actual point of him not being able to breathe instead of just going on this pedantic side mission.
To make it seem like Genya just can't breathe at all.
No, that's not the point.
Bro, how many times do I need to explain about the whole thing when it comes to, I don't know, the training that they go through or the rehabilitation training?
Okay,
Genya cannot. There are people in this world that cannot breathe.
He was training with the #1 Hashira, and yet he still could not do concentration breathing. Why? We don't know. Flat out.
It is never explained as far as I remember.
The training that Tanjiro went through in the first few episodes with Orikadaki-san? I hate this
that's
idea
his name.
and this implication that all you have...
Tengen shirt?
Yeah, it's a future. So.
No, I'm saying multiple Demon Slayer shirts.
Wouldn't you? How many One Piece shirts do you have?
I have 3.
There you go. Nerd.
That's my favorite anime.
Yeah, and his too. Nerd.
Episodes with Orikadaki-san? I hate this idea and this implication that all you have to do is just breathe in and out.
Address the... What on his first point must have been piss water.
Oh, yeah.
He was just
if
like...
This is the retake!
This dude didn't even use anime clips or manga panels. He have fetish of using a clanker to get his info and play funny music, and there is nothing to back up his defense.
Music, yes, that as well. But he looked at that first, he was like, oh, this is doo-doo.
Even for me.
Oh, no. I ain't even say... Did I say Uri Ducky? That's not his name.
Boom, I could do, I don't know, wind breathing or some shit.
He can eat the flesh
How
of a
many
demon.
Superman shirts do you have? He literally did not explain the fact that he couldn't do concentration breathing. Big ups.
Ones that are still mine, or ones I've also given away to like Corey.
Answer the question.
I currently
Answer the question.
have 2 Superman shirts.
Nerd.
In order to temporarily
His
gain access to-
over Demon Slayer video. I already pressed enter on ChatGPT.
Do I still have them in photo already accessible to in OBS? Yes, I do.
Det pick 1. Name's better.
This just for this. It's actually a named thing in the actual
You
thing.
don't want to see the files.
Overreactors.
You don't want to see the files on my computer. ZR33X.
Oh, I've seen them when we used to share a computer and we be doing editing,
Overhard
and it
says,
just be
Also, I would like to
QRX.
apologize to Triggered. He is smarter than Dumb Artist. At least Triggered never used AI for his takes.
But he did though, if you don't remember. That's the reason why I put AI in my video. He was just like, well, you use AI and I use AI, so what's the problem? Oh, good job getting the point, Triggs.
to their powers, including their regenerative abilities. So that raises the question, how is that possible?
When it comes to Genya and his powers, it's not really answered in a lot of ways.
ChatGPT! Eating demons? Go! It's not answered. ChatGPT ain't got an answer.
What do you gotta say?
What you got
Suck
to
my
say?
dick. That's my request to you.
He's able to do it. I mean, the only spoiler that I've seen when it comes to, for the Infinity Castle arc, apparently it's something in his bloodline, and that that's why he's able to do
Hey, his brother is a wind breather who cannot eat demon, who has not been showcased to be able to eat the demon.
And can breathe.
And he has that super special blood.
Shinobu is not strong enough to cut off demons' heads, but she's strong enough to breathe.
Yes.
But for some reason,
apparently it's something in
ChatGPT
his bloodline. When it comes
it
to
says that because of his stature and physical limitations.
No sources on that.
No!
Answered in a lot of ways, and how he's able to do it. I mean, the only spoiler that I've seen when it comes to, for the Infinity Castle arc.
And this just shows what type of person that he is, where he cannot simply throw his hands up and go. It is not explained. It solves a lot of
Rapid
issues.
says,
It's bad.
Chad GPT Chan, Tush K-Tay.
Taskate! Almost, robot lady. But that's just this type of person.
Mm-hmm.
This is so dug into Demon Slayer that he cannot accept a flaw. He has to think of a way around it in any way that he can. It's not in ChatGPT. It's not in the anime,
It's
extras.
not in the
It's not in
manga.
the manga. It's not in the volume extras. It's not in any interviews. It's not in any side books. It's nowhere.
Visual novels, nothing.
And it's in the manga,
video games,
movies, and the manga is over, and he is fighting so desperately to just say, no, this is not a problem. I'm gonna guess what's going on here. It's not nowhere, but it's not a problem, no. It is pathetic. I know a little bit.
Learning it because we're going to Japan one day.
I'm currently, I'd say, around first grade, maybe.
Could you order food at a restaurant?
Confidently.
There you go. That's all we need. Get them out of there. Which way to bathroom?
Coco. Kore. Oh my. Check this out. Arigato.
Dragon Instinct Goku.
Not Oriwa. No. Boku wa.
Softer. Ore-sama ni wa, yeah.
Jay says, Chat GPT Tatake.
Waitress-san. What's the word for waitress? Waitress-san, I say.
They know. I don't know that word.
Sugoi. Ohio.
Apparently, it's something in his bloodline, and that's why he's able to do what he does with his powers. I mean, again, that's the only explanation that I've heard. I don't know if it's, I guess, a little bit of a spoiler warning.
Somebody else is saying
Dragon Instinct Goku. Spirit Saiyan
goes
Goku.
over there like,
Primal Instinct
I spent my
Goku.
money on it. Say something. Spirit Saiyan Goku. Thank you for the
That's like they just DSP'd me. Hope said something about a castle. I don't know what the he's talking about, but thanks for the tip.
Okay. Thank you, Hope, for the super chat. Yeah, but the Infinity Castle made bank. If not
Never
a Manga
forget,
boy.
money time.
How do you know the extra? Because he asked ChatGPT and they directed him to the manga. Thank you, My Ordinary Life, for the super chat. Bruh, nice. I've been learning Japanese for like 5 years. Good luck on your journey.
Thank you. It's
hentai.
it's casual stuff that I'm just like, hey, but it's going well.
I guess.
I mentioned earlier that one of the things I find frustrating about the series is that Tanjiro's very existence manages to break a century-old stalemate between the demons and the humans. As soon as Tanjiro becomes a part of the Demon Slayer Corps, things suddenly start moving.
Oh yeah, Genya's done.
We're done here.
We're done with Genya.
That's bonkers.
But we're still in the Genya point.
Timestamps, sir. Timestamps have been all over the place with this, so it's fine. But that is legit. Like I said, it's pathetic that you cannot simply throw your hands up and just go, yep, that's bad. Gear 5, yep, the government definitely should have known about a rubber dude. They should have had an all-point bulletin at any point in time.
Everybody after the rubber guy.
The fruit has been stolen and we jailed this guy because he allowed the fruit to be stolen. Well, now we know the fruit is out there. Marines, if there is ever a devil fruit that
we've
is
gone
rubber,
through this joke.
I'm just saying.
I need me a lolly now. Someone pass me the phone.
It's very easy to say that.
Yes.
I love One Piece.
It is a bad thing. Pale surviving is a bad thing.
That's bad. And I think that it shows emotional intelligence to be like, this show is not perfect. This guy is not my enemy. Mm-hmm. This is bad in this show, and I will admit that and move on.
Yes, the Genya thing doesn't make any sense. Captain Mack made a point here. Moving on.
Because Captain Mack, as showcased in the comments, said I was wrong in these points, in these aspects. But this dude, I couldn't find any information about it, but I heard that he had special juice or something like that. That's literally me in my joke video going, I couldn't find the chapter where Muzan was shooting eye lasers, but it happened.
Moving in the direction of defeating Muzan. The one and only defense that I can think of...
Kimon not dying is a bad thing, but I think, yes, that's also... He got mushed by Kaido.
It was basically, I'm going here to die, and he did not die.
Gear 5 is the best gear, absolutely. Gear 2, Gear 2 is still the best. But Gear 5 is a lot of fun, but everything around it doesn't make sense. And that's unfortunate, especially for Oda, especially for One Piece.
Aspect of Demon Slayer's writing is that
Tanjiro says, at least the G5 might have a chance of being salvaged, but it still did damage to the story, and it's okay to admit so.
It is absolutely okay to admit that.
Even if it's
y'all got pockets today. What y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
Shut up, you nerd!
Thank you, Hope, for the super chat. I love One Piece, but assholes ain't even say goodbye to Carrot the Straw Hat. Yeah, get him out of here.
Got it in the anime, but come on now.
Disgusting.
Oda baiting that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Carrot jump on that crew.
Is
about
special.
This fish.
He has the mark on his face that increases his physical abilities, as well as the ability to use sun breathing, which is inexplicably stronger than the other breathing techniques. These abilities are what set Tanjiro apart from the other demon slayers, and it's that edge that arguably allows him to break the stalemate.
Going back to the whole point of like things are going in their favor with the protagonist's existence in this world, whatever anime it's from. Again, brother, you can literally apply that to a bunch of
the other stuff.
That over there.
Other animes. Not all of them. And did we forget that in terms of the genre, in terms of the style of anime Demon Slayer is, I don't know, it's something called shonen. So no shit stuff like this would happen. And that thing,
it
is irrelevant.
It is a centuries-old stalemate where they have not taken out an upper moon for like 80 years.
With a bloodline of people who can see the future. And they have not seen any way to defeat Muzan. Anywhere that one of the upper moons will attack. Nothing. A century, not now one of them moons have been killed. They've tried, they've failed.
Within the 18 months of Tanjiro from passing the Demon Slayer exam to ending Muzan.
Overlord Silverheart Ains says, guys, we've got to make peace with the fact that Oda only made Carrot during a furry phase.
And he could have kept that phase going.
But we have to reconcile the fact that 20 Hashira were sent to the entertainment district and none of them came back. And we are just now exploring this entertainment district further. We have to reconcile with that. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, more thick rabbit ladies. Robot ladies too.
Are turning for the better because of the existence of Tanjiro.
So
that's the point! Oh, but other anime.
Yes, other anime. Name 0 anime.
But it doesn't matter if you name any anime. That's not the point, and that's not how you refute something.
Like, the tides turn because the protagonists are there. But there's not like a centuries-old thing going in Bleach that thing. Well, the 1,000-year blood war. But that happens just as much because of Arrow Man than Ichigo.
Even if it's set in stone.
What's with your money today?
Well, Ron aren't money, so.
Ron aren't money. Thank you, Aries, for the super chat. The hardest thing when learning Japanese is that the verbs are at the end of the sentence and you have to think in reverse. Gotta go by. Have the good rest of your day. We're almost done with this.
Yeah,
anyway.
The sentence structure is all over the place. Verbs go here, subjects goes here, and you gotta. That's why you got to get them young and teach when the brain is still developing. And when you get older, your mind is stuck on, well, if I were to say I'm going to the store, but in Japanese it's store I'm going,
or even store going to I'm.
Y'all got pockets today. Took me out.
What the fuck? Genya is special too. The motherfucker can literally use the power of demons against them, yet he's been unable to achieve the same feats as Tanjiro? Hell, Genya's abilities are theoretic.
Oh no.
Did you just say get them young?
Yes, with the in mind thing.
But no, you have to, because
stop. I understand what you're saying. Stop. Because you're gonna go into their brain.
Yeah.
But that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I understand.
Stop.
You guys understand what I'm saying, though. It's not like,
hey, I just tried to stop him like 5 times. He wants to get his words out.
No way. Your Honor, no way.
Yeah, he's no soul. Lock him up.
That's not convincing me.
Be better than Tanjiro's.
No, I don't think so.
Genya's against them, yet he's been unable to achieve the same feats as Tanjiro? Hell, Genya's abilities are theoretically better than Tanjiro's.
No, I don't think so.
Theoretically, yes. He can take on the abilities of the demons he eats. If he eats a bunch of upper moons.
Without effort. He ate a piece of the upper moon and instantly did his blood demon art. No, I don't think it was blood demon art. I think it might be moon breathing. Doesn't matter.
Universal Instinct Goku, Angel Seed Goku, Autonomous
Hey,
Dragon
stop
Force
giving us
Goku.
money.
Thank you for the
How about
super
that?
chat, Overlord, Silverheart. DA is more cooked than Drake and Dave.
I can't, but there's no way to properly phrase that.
It's already clipped.
Y'all muffs. But
Oh yeah, that's just what we just said.
Jay says,
In the-
DA, you
yeah,
cooked.
that's-
You just say get them young.
There we go.
yes, with the in mind.
But see, that's the thing. You don't. That's see, like I said. Also, keep in mind. Also,
Yeah, but though. Keep in mind, also, I think this is one. I think this is like if we're ranking them. I think this is like D tier.
Why would you want to rank them?
I'm just saying.
We should do a ranking of your sorcery.
No.
That could be interesting.
I ain't gonna be here for that in stream.
Just rewind your own fucking video and listen to what you said earlier, and that Genya couldn't even do something that Tanjiro can, is doing breathing styles.
But theoretically,
Yes.
it is better.
He could do something better.
And going back to the question you had earlier
derisive laughter
of the sun breathing and why is it the strongest, I mean, that's just like the simplest fucking question anybody could ask about the show.
There's nothing to rank with scammings because there have been no scams.
And I don't know, is it because
taking away everybody's points during the reset of the hard drive?
It was a reset of a hard drive. That wasn't a take.
People rocking up just going, hey, I got zeros. Like, yeah, whoops.
That was a mistake. That wasn't a scam.
What? Complain to HR. What you want? No. There was nothing that anybody could do. Nah, that's scam numero uno.
There were no scams.
Maybe the demon's weakness is the sun? And the
Rakuten says, teach them young was right there, DA, SMH.
What?
You gotta get them young, is what you said.
And I don't know, is it because maybe the demon's weakness is the sun? And the breathing style that Tanjiro is able to use has the weakness for the demons, the sun breathing?
That is just the name of the breathing.
Yeah, it has nothing to do.
Because you see, the elements aren't real.
The weakness is getting your neck cut off.
I need me a lolly right now.
Nothing
Someone pass
else.
me the phone.
I think we can just time everybody real quick.
I find it insane that you even had to ask that question of why is it the strongest.
And lastly, to add insult
No,
danger.
you don't understand what the issue is. It
Truly
is
don't.
simply called sun breathing. You have established through that picture that the elements are not real. So what is being produced that mimics the sun that makes it the strongest? It's just the name. And if you're just accepting just the name and that means that it's the sun, even though the elements aren't real, as I showcased before, this isn't an argument. You're using, he said before, well, you said before.
Can Genya walk in the sun while in demon form? I would assume so. I don't know if his flesh becomes demon.
He takes on demonic traits. His eyes change.
Yeah, but I don't know if he himself is a demon. Or would it just burn away the demon parts of him?
After Tanjiro and Genya fight together, Genya suddenly stops being the
Thousand
master
Master Sman Slayer says, God, he looks like for Neverworld. I can't unsee it now.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
The 4D.
No, don't read that. Don't read that.
Oh, okay.
He's shown to be. He's just a nice guy all of a sudden. That is not character development. He was never given a reason to change, nor did he go through the process of changing.
Listen, Mac, everybody can have their differences in opinion of Demon Slayer, but when you're clearly being disingenuous in this part of the video, just like the many other examples and the stuff that I've
There was
debunked,
not a lot
at
of
the end of the day, you still have the right to dislike the show. I'm not gonna hate
You didn't debunk. You're just complaining about him.
This is future you. You have the data.
Yes. You saw the first time that you said this. You were like, this don't work. So you re-recorded it and you didn't debunk his point here. His point was we didn't see the character development. You're like, yeah, I debunked all your other stuff. What?
anybody for disliking Debunked. But at the end of the day, you still have the right to dislike the show. I'm not going to hate anybody for disliking the show. This one was just an easy home run for me, bro. Did you forget that Tanjiro literally saved Genya's life?
That means nothing.
Yep, that's cool. Yep.
His whole point is we didn't see him go through a chain. Goku saved Vegeta's life, and Vegeta was still like, you Kakarot.
Genya wants to become a demon slayer. The people who give him the instruments in order to become the Demon Slayer, the little Nichiri ore, they hand it to him, and he is impatient and he goes to attack them. They are giving him the opportunity, the tools with which he will fulfill his dream, and he's still rude to them.
Sebastian says, the 4 Ds, Diddy, Da, Drake, David, and NGL Da is the worst of this list.
I don't know who Da is.
才能なかったよ兄ちゃん呼吸も使えないし柱にも
Why?
なれない
Why?
諦めるな俺じゃ譲れ
And to me, when it comes to
Okay, he saved his life. That again does not enact a character change that we get to see. Oh, you saved my life. Next time, I'm super nice to you now. He didn't go. We didn't get to see him go through. Hey, why am I this way? We didn't get to see him resolve any issues that caused this.
He's completely nice to everyone after that point.
Ask these niggas about the fucking lollies.
to Genya as a character and the whole thing with his relationship with his brother Saname, Genya will do whatever it takes to get his brother's validation and support. When Genya was on the verge of giving up, Tanjiro is literally encouraging him, which is something I would imagine never gotten from his brother Saname. Tanjiro is literally...
Okay, so Tanjiro does not know his situation. Tanjiro is... The only thing that he's doing is just yelling, "Don't give up." He's not going, "Don't give up, your brother still needs you."
Because I was trying to do the audio from the thing, the stream of you with the DA.
He's not doing anything personal to him. Tanjiro is essentially going, "Look, there is an upper moon here. Don't die, I need you."
being Genya's hype man, telling him like, yo, you can't become a Hashira and just basically not to give up or whatever. So in conclusion to all that, Tanjiro was giving something that Genya himself never gotten from his older brother.
That means nothing if we don't see Genya enact that change. Like with Inosuke, we get to see him slowly warm up to the people around him, as opposed to the 180 we see Genya take.
Support, encouraging him to keep fighting.
Angel Essence Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
Don't give up, Genya. Tanjiro, believe in you. Thank you for the super chat, Hope.
When they beat the training thing, the forest thing, they say, "Welcome back, congratulations. I'm glad that you're safe."
Thousand Master
he still
Swan
attacks
says,
them after that
wait,
validation.
why is he using manga panels now?
Because
ChatGPT probably linked
These
it.
niggas is cooking.
Sanemi was telling him the opposite, just to fuck off and don't become a demon slayer.
These characters have one or two characteristics that are exaggerated and thrown in your face constantly. Despite what you may think, I don't expect every character to have an ocean's level of depth. But these motherfuckers don't even have puddles. These characters are the basin in a desert that used to be an ocean millions of years ago, but now you just find nothing but dust to choke on.
I mean, I get it. He's not wrong. Like, so a lot of these characters do have one or two...
I mean, yeah, but...
What is your defense here gonna be? What? There's
no! One Piece?
traits and they over-exaggerate it. But wow, I mean, it's not like other animes...
Oh! You can't put your arms up in the... let me get him real quick.
Easy dub for your boy. I can't take this! Oh, yep. Easy claps, boys. There's other things that exist. Yep, I win. Next point.
Is this where they do this, right? I get that you don't like this show, but like...
What were the anime?
Pause. You're accepting of this problem.
You're accepting of really bad things and going, you shouldn't complain about it because it's in other things. As opposed to you yourself wanting better things.
Why is it that every flaw in writing in general in animes, like why is it all applied to this one show and acting like if Demon Slayer is the only...
56 says, Why is this guy agreeing with this point, then says other anime, but like doesn't elaborate? I think this Nezuko jar is getting to his head.
I am so tired of these people going, this is an issue everywhere. Why are you only complaining about it here?
I'm talking about this right now and here.
I'm talking about this thing right here, right now. That's why I'm applying it to this thing.
If I was talking about Naruto, I'd talk about Naruto, but I'm talking about this.
And it
this
may
has
very well
this thing.
have the same types of things that I have issues with, but I would talk about it then.
And even if you're just going every other thing has it, okay, I'm just adding to the pile and making people aware that this is one of the things that has it as well.
That might be a sticker. Y'all leave that man alone.
Only anime that does this. Again, this isn't a Demon Slayer only thing. You can apply this.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my god! And he's so exasperated by just going. Other things are. How many times
Other things are also bad. What's the problem?
How many times I gotta tell you this? Other things exist.
Fucking forget it. That concludes this part of the Genya section.
Good evening, pedophiles.
I want to see the take one where he must have just been coping.
If he had it behind a membership, I would buy the membership to see that shit.
Man, I hate my job. Everybody hates their job, so shut up.
Here he's going to be complaining about the characters and the backstories. But here's me from the past. And so in this section of his video, it's called So Many Backstories.
It wouldn't be so bad if Gotoge wasn't trying desperately to convince you that these characters are deeper than they appear. He does this by making sure that legitimately every fucking character gets a backstory. The good guys get backstories, the bad guys get backstories, the barely relevant characters get backstories. It's a goddamn backstory
Thousand
battle
Master Swan
royale.
Slayer says, One Piece, let's go y'all.
Oh yeah, this is 100% going to be a One Piece point.
All competing to be the least relevant.
So like, what the fuck do you want? Do you want these characters just to spawn into the world like Minecraft? And then boom, that's it, without having any character depth? I get it. Backstories aren't really there.
We don't need Hand Demon's backstory.
If you're gonna do it, pepper it in or do it earlier, not as he's dying.
Original tactic to kind of get.
So I've talked about this before, where you could say that once a demon's head is cut off, that's the purification of the demon in them, and they're returning more to their human self. That's why they get the memories and emotions that they used to have, and blah blah blah, which does not exist because Drum Demon and Little Demon that's running away before Tanjiro does the lightning sword, he sees his path. So that's actually not a fact, but you could see it that way. It would have been very nice if there were times where a demon got a limb or something cut off, and then we cut to a little bit of their past. Because a little bit of the demon is removed and purified, and before it grows back, they remember a little bit of their past.
Jay, no. Absolutely not. I can smell the... Have you read the... No, I have not. I can just smell the what about One Piece. Hopefully I'm wrong, though.
Hey, Vanty, I got news for you.
You're ready.
It's called poor execution. Tanny just smelled sad, and that's it. They're forgotten. I like the backstories in Undead Unluck because they're fantastic.
You into the mood, into liking the characters. I understand that's not an original tactic whatsoever of using flashbacks.
Having a lot of backstories is not in and of itself a problem.
Jay says, DA is Skeet Dance anime or manga better?
I believe you asked this question, or somebody's asked this question before, because I remember you answering it.
Yeah, I always say, watch a couple episodes of the anime, read the same bit in the manga. Here's what you do. Watch episode 1 and 2 of Skeet Dance. Read the manga, chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then go back to the anime and watch episode 3 and 4. That way you get anime and then what they adapted, and then you going forward with the manga and then see how the anime does it. So that way you're like, okay, the jokes didn't land because I knew the jokes were coming when I went from the anime to the manga, but I skipped ahead in the manga and then I went to the anime, so I like the adaptation here, there better. It's all faithful, so it's all cool.
Yeah, I found myself
get Sebastian out of here. I'm not joking.
You got a 10 ball.
You don't do that. Not with Sket Dance.
I found myself more engaged with the manga of Sket Dance. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. And that's going to be you. Can I skip straight to episode 19? What is episode 19 of Sket
Dance? Undead Unluck is so good. And I wish it was more popular, but I'm also afraid that it would hit those same levels of, oh my god, it's so peak, and it would muddy the discussion so much of what makes it great.
Fighting Gimmick says, "Oh skeet, oh skeet, oh skeet, oh skeet."
Angel Essence Goku, Dragon Instinct Goku, Spirit Saiyan Goku, Primal Instinct Goku.
That's a really strong episode.
You know what we should do?
We should go to episode 19 of a bunch of anime.
And like rank them.
That would.
It should be like half we've seen and half we've never seen, just to see what it's like.
So fun. The Demon Slayer 19 challenge.
Funny story, you guys. I got a friend into One Piece. She was on board by it, and I say it with me, chat. Episode 19. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, TEC Gaming.
None of the backstories are used in a meaningful way.
So then why is your category called so many backstories and you were literally criticizing it earlier and how mad you got? Also, did you forget that you literally said this earlier in your own video?
Despite what you may think, I don't expect every character to have an Ocean's level of depth.
Besides all that, I'm glad that he actually acknowledges in his own video about his own contradiction when he does this.
Now I know this is rich, coming from me, because...
I just love that you're complaining about the backstory stuff in Demon Slayer when you literally have all the manga.
He acknowledged it, and he's explaining. He's gonna explain it. That's his thing.
You're just saying his point.
And back to him. Wait, episode 19 of Naruto, Haku, and Zabuza. That's gotta be top 5.
Collections of One Piece. And as someone who actually watches One Piece, like, the irony in this is crazy.
But you don't understand what's going on in the One Piece backstories as opposed to what's going on here. You don't understand what the point that he's making. It's not simply about the backstories. It's about how they're implemented and how they impact the characters and the world and all these different things.
A lot of people praise this aspect of the writing, but I don't really understand why. A theme throughout Demon Slayer is that every demon was once human, and that, at heart, they might not necessarily be evil. For example, during the backstory of the first upper-ranked demon that Tanjiro and his friends defeated, you learn that they mostly did what they did to protect each other.
Did they?
But what does knowing that change for us as the audience? How does that knowledge recontextualize their actions?
It doesn't. It just makes you kind of feel bad. Otherwise, these characters...
Oh, okay, yes! That is the issue.
Because what happens with Dofi's backstory recontextualizes why Dofi did the things he did and acts the way he acts. When he talks about Virgo and Monet and them dying, he's just like, y'all did a great job and I'm very sad. Even though he's a monster, you understand his family aspect and the reason he wants a kingdom. It's so easy to do. But these backstories...
I can smell the salt from here.
But these backstories are literally just... I was once a human. Here's the tragedy that befell me that turned me into a demon. Aren't you really sad now? It's so goofy. So Cap is right, huh? What are you saying here, man? I don't know. I don't pity Dofi, but I love his character. Absolutely. There's nothing to pity. He's a monster. Episode 19 of Bleach is Ichigo with the hollow mask for the first time.
Wow.
We might be a bunch of 19 boys.
Oh my goodness.
This would have just been boring upper moons. In this season of Demon Slayer's arc, I am the bad guy. Like, did you just want them wearing a shirt saying that? Obviously, it doesn't recontextualize their actions. It just shows that.
But that's what the past in One Piece have done.
Yes. Why is Big Mom this big crazy baby lady? Well, because she's always gotten what she wanted because she's so strong.
They were once human, and yeah, you do feel bad for them.
Again, I understand that.
And he goes, what does it do for the characters or the story or anything? You go, it doesn't do anything. It just makes you feel bad. Okay, they're just ringing emotions. This would be no different than if the demon dies, there's no backstory, but then as a final act, they just behead a puppy. And then they just die. It's like, oh, I feel bad. But that's just nothing. You can easily make anybody feel bad for anything. I'm sad, play sad music, have sad things happen. Somebody's going to be sad. But if it don't do nothing, it doesn't inform the characters or anything. And it's just, and then they're dead and we never talk about them. And we don't even learn, the characters don't even learn about their backstories or why they're doing it. There's no point in having it in this way, especially.
One Piece episode 19 is Zoro and Kuina. Episode 19 of My Hero is Shoto telling Deku his tragic backstory.
Yeah, no, 19 is kind of... Yeah, we're gonna talk about doing this. We don't need to know about any other 19s.
I just want to know this one. The beginning of the Suzuku fight for Yu Yu Hakusho. What's going on with episode 19?
Desire to humanize the demons, but the problem is that nothing is done with that concept.
It's a flashback. What the fuck do you want it to do?
What do the flashbacks in One Piece do? What do any flashback do?
Fate UBW episode 19 did it first in the best Shuru versus Archer peak fight.
I agree. Fate UBW, boy, get right in there. But what do you want them to inform why the characters are taking these actions in a logical way? In a way that informs us, the audience, while they're performing the action, not when they're dead. Oh, the brother and sister are dead. Well, she was a prostitute and he was protecting her, and then they both died or something or whatever. But they're disintegrating, and then we move on to slapstick gags as Nezuko is burning the poison. They're making silly faces,
and you can even make a point of just like, this is what they've always wanted, a place like the entertainment district, and that's why they're housed here. Or even that this is the only life he's known, so he wants to stay in the entertainment district. Anything! You could do anything to help inform these. You could say those words and go, yeah, so that's why, and that's how it informs it, but you're just going, what do you want from a backstory?
And it's also crazy that he goes, well, what about these characters talking about Rengoku? Huh? What did that do? It did nothing, right? Because we don't see these things because it informs nothing. And with the demons' backstories, it informs nothing because they're crumbled to dust.
They're dead. It doesn't matter what happens afterwards. We get introduced to them. They fight.
Oh yeah, sip time.
They get defeated, and then we get their sob story, and then that's it. Just because it's unoriginal, it doesn't mean it's not effective.
He didn't say anything about the originality.
Doesn't understand the problem.
Let's talk about world building, which is something that Demon Slayer is sorely lacking in.
Get it.
There is nothing done to establish the state of the world at large outside of the limited sphere of the Demon Slayer core and their battle against the demons. I say limited because the existence of the demons, and therefore the Demon Slayer core, is not even general knowledge. Demons are few enough in number that they're seen as urban legend. So that begs the question, what is going on outside this limited sphere?
So you hate that characters getting so many backstories, but then now it just seems like you want the world, the Taisho era in Demon Slayer world, to get more backstory and lore for the sake.
No, dude, get off of this face.
His smugness mocks me.
Alfonso Rodriguez says, "Are you gonna check Gigaku new anime?"
Yes, not on stream though.
Yeah.
But It's not about the world having a backstory. It's about establishing the state of the world. As in, why doesn't the world know about demons? Even though they're few and far between, towns are getting decimated. 16-year-old girls are going missing. Shut the up. But all these things are happening, and nobody knows, and they're urban legends. And the dude from episode 1 where he goes, oh, come on in, there's demons out there. He knows about demons. We don't know how he knows about demons. We don't know why other people don't know about demons. They just don't, and they do.
They are raccoons, sir.
They are raccoons.
The Taisho era in Demon Slayer world to get more backstory and lore for the sake of world building. And just like you showed in your video, you read a lot of One Piece. So this to me just seems like you have what I call the One Piece standards. Not every show has to be One Piece or like One Piece.
No, that's not it. Water 7, they go, we built this because the water rises every time because of Aqua Laguna, so we have to keep building up, and that's why we ride here, blam, bam, bam. This is information that is pages, and it ties into the story. This should tie directly into the story as to why government doesn't know about demons, but we don't get that information. It's pathetic world building that we don't know these things. We don't know if there's American demons or if it's just centralized in Japan. We don't know if it's just centralized to, let's just say, they're in Kanto. We don't know if it's just there's no demon in Hokkaido or anything.
Tokyo or something.
No, we don't know these things. And we should know. When they go, we gotta go to the entertainment district. It's like, where's the entertainment district vis-a-vis where we are right now? We don't know. It's just, we're just here and they're here.
It's too late, Reactor. I've already done the anime glasses push up. I've never seen someone so close to the point but still miss it.
He's
crazy. So close to the point it's blinding him. Legit forest for the trees. What was episode 19 of Night Wizard? Ask DA.
Character in Night Wizard. What's in anything in Night Wizard?
It seems like Demon Slayer is just more character driven rather than about the world.
If we're in the Taisho
Irrelevant
era, then how is World War I affecting the Demon Slayer's ability to operate? What's the state of the common people, and how does it relate to
Silverheart Ains says, we want to know why the whole of Japan doesn't believe demons are real. But no one seems to have an answer for the many disappearances that would be crazy for mid-century Japan.
Demons' threat to humankind.
So the first point he made is the whole thing with World War I and how is it affecting the world of Demon Slayer? So are you going to say the same thing with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2?
Yes! Other thing.
Hey, there were Nazis in that series!
There were Nazis. And there were a lot of Nazis in there.
There were Nazis in it!
But what we're talking about here is, I don't know if there's a draft at the time or you have to enlist or anything, but Rengoku is an able-bodied adult male. He gets the letter that goes, you got to go to war, big dog. Is there a Demon Slayer exempt form? No, because they don't know. So he's a draft dodger?
Teddy, I can't go over there. I'd be cooked.
They shooting people over there, Teddy.
I got a sword, Teddy. I don't know nothing about this gun.
I'm speaking some kind of hamburger language. What the
with Joseph and say, I mean, if you look at the time period.
Pause. ChatGPT. When did Battle Tennessee take place?
Hey, I wonder what's going on with Hitler around this time in World War II.
But there were Nazis. It literally says theme. First theme. Nazis.
Yes, they have to deal with Nazis.
They have to.
Or do you just do this thing in the animes where you watch the time period and learn from where the time is from, and are you going to imply real world events that happen into the anime? Or like I said, is it just a Demon Slayer problem?
Oh, even a...
He said it.
Thousand Master Sman Slayer says, Episode 19 of Quintessential Quintuplets has Nino confess her feelings for Futaro.
Hey,
really?
Is that what happened?
Nino did that to Futaro?
Other side. Other way.
What?
Oh no!
The state of you!
They might not necessarily be evil. For example, during the backstory of the first...
Okay.
They fight with our main protagonist, they get defeated, And then we get this with Hitler around this time and
okay, there
World
we
War
go.
II. Like I said, is it just a demon problem?
Hell, even a basic explanation of where in Japan all this is taking place is not answered. Nor is there any kind of explanation as to how each location in the story relates to one another.
I mean, you literally could have just done some ChatGPT
ChatGPT? Where?
He was
ChatGPT? Doko?
about to say ChatGPT research. That's not research, dude. If this is your research and due diligence, it's just using
Suck my dick.
ChatGPT.
That's my request to you.
In the story relates to one another.
I mean, you literally could have just done some ChatGPT
Confirmed location in the anime. What confirms it? Oh, Akasaka is a real historic district known for a mix of... Sure.
While fictional, it's suggested to be located in a remote, hidden hot spring area, possibly inspired by real Japanese onsen villages like the Gifu or Nagano prefecture.
Possibly. Just Google and here you get the results and where it's located.
Welcome back,
As I'm
Stranger
showing you
X.
right here, there
This
are
is
some
not the
places
one.
that are inspired by real places.
Inspiration! But that's not what they are! And how far from Tanjiro's village is the entertainment district? I don't know!
How long did they walk before they met a Rokudaki?
I don't know! Episode 19 of Revisited is complaining about Dragon Ball power
Why did he use
scaling.
JoJo the Nazi awakened the Pillar Men starting the plot?
Japan, but obviously it's kind of fictional in Demon Slayer. And when it comes to some places not being intertwined is because, like, for example, the Ubiyashiki Mansion, where all the Hashiras are at, or even the Swordsmith Village, those places are sort of hidden in the mountains, especially the Swordsmith Village.
So are they secret to us, the audience, because we might be demons? I don't know, man. That's not a really good explanation. You can't, like, not tell the audience and be like, well, it's a secret. Shh. You don't know. It's hidden in the mountains. Shh. Other anime. Shh.
And it's all established that it's a complicated process to get there, and it's hidden for a reason, I guess, to have the advantage over the demons.
I guess.
So it's also
based
hidden to
on
us, the audience.
GPT. Sir, come on. You can't be doing this. See you later, Fighting Gimmick. We are almost done anyway.
So to answer his question of why maybe some of these places don't intertwine together, that is the reason why.
It's like levels in a video game. You're at Demon Slayer HQ, then you're at the Butterfly Mansion, then you're at the Entertainment District without any idea what it took to get there.
And also him saying that they never tell you what it takes to get to certain locations is not...
He said the 3 locations, and then you're probably going to use, like, the Mugen Train.
Not true. Like, it's shown that they walk a lot, or if you watch the Mugen Train arc, they take trains, they take horse carriages, or they walk. They even tell you how...
They walk, they take trains, horse carriages, or they walk.
Do they get to the Swordsmith Village, even though, like, you have to be blindfolded and someone has to carry you there? This part of the video...
Somebody that knows where it is. So it's not a hidden thing to everyone. It's not
Overlord Silverheart Ains says, Tanny, we're going to Namking, and we'll never speak of what we are going to do to the Chinese. Tanny. Oh, tell the yellow boy he can take a woman if he comes.
The yellow boy is dangerous. Was that hentai? Hey, we don't judge. We don't kink shame here.
Truly don't. Except, Scat. Get out and
Was that hentai? Why is there hentai? That was hentai. The hard confirmation.
Like, he just criticizes the manga and how it looks like.
I read the manga, and the action scenes in the manga are very poorly executed. It's really important for the art in an action manga to convey what is going on from one panel to the next, so the reader can follow what is happening. Look, art is subjective. In fact, all of this is.
So you're gonna cut out the parts where he showcases where the art is poor and explains why the art is poor? Yeah. Unless he has the point of, I ain't read that.
See, like, that's insane that he says that, but then presents the video title itself like
Good evening, pedophiles.
I don't mind.
It's not again, unless everybody just throws in their thing title parentheses IMO, you just have to take into consideration from inherently that it's their opinion, unless they are reporting nothing but factual situations.
I find people having different opinions, but when people are presenting their opinions as factual, that's where I have a problem.
If you're thinking of
it's factual, dude, that's all you got to say?
The fights in the anime are really hard to follow.
Come on, that's legitimate. Could you go to the Captain Mack video to see what he says about the art part? Because he just cut that out.
Sure thing, sir.
Because even if it is your opinion, if he explains himself and going, this is why I believe it's poor, here's why it's poor, and he explains himself like that, instead of like you just go, that's bad.
I feel like a crazy.
He cut a ton of the video.
Explain yourself, you baby!
Right there. 52.
Now, the biggest thing the Demon Slayer has going for it is its action segments. The anime is, and the action scenes in the manga are very poorly executed. It's really important for the art in an action manga to convey what is going on from one panel to the next, so the reader can follow what is happening. Some standout examples that do this really well are Sakamoto Days and Jujutsu Kaisen. It's so easy to understand the flow of combat. There are parts of a scene that you can use to orient your understanding of the scene and recognize the characters.
So he's explaining the process of reading a manga and how it should flow from one panel to another.
Relationship to one another as they clash. This is not true of Demon Slayer. The action is severely weakened because it often becomes near impossible to follow what's happening. Take a look at this great page, where the onomatopoeia actually blocks the action so you can't see anything.
Pause. I think it's pretty objective that you cannot see the action because of the words on the screen, and therefore you can't follow what's going on. I think that's pretty objective, opinion or no. I can't see this.
Or this page here. If you're seeing this page for the first time without any context, please do me a favor and take a guess at
this dude would defend Build King Art.
What is happening in the comments. Look, art.
Yeah, and see, that's what he cut out.
Like, it's so real bad looking.
And his point entirely was, well, you're just pretending like this is all objective instead of addressing what he says. It's a valid complaint. Objective, subjective, whatever. This ugly. I don't need, in my opinion, in the title to say this ugly. Stop being a baby about this, man. Come on.
Oh no, you're getting mad. We're almost done.
Leaving a comment at some point informing me that all of this is my opinion, then congratulations, you're right. You stated a fact that does not counter my arguments or disprove my points.
Oh, Morocco.
Take a look at this great page.
Okay, you're gonna show, but why would you laugh at that when it's truly what you just did and said?
Yes.
He pre-conked you, and you're like, Keikaku.
Where the onomatopoeia actually blocks the action so you can't see anything. Or this page here. If you're seeing this page for the first time without any context, please do me a favor and take a guess at what is happening in the comments.
If you're having problems with figuring out what's going on in the manga or if the attacks had any impact, watch the anime.
Hey, the manga is super ugly. Well, watch the anime. Oh, that's just your opinion, but watch the anime. Dumb manga cuck. What?
In the pictures that you're showing in the manga, guess what? They're black and white. Do you want...
No man can...
Not manga boy.
No, hashtag not manga boy.
Never been...
This is anti-manga boy.
Why would I read a manga?
It's in black and white.
How am I supposed to discern the colors?
The black and...
You're telling me you can usually follow action in a manga, but you can't hear? Maybe it's a problem with manga.
The color TV was invented in... ChatGPT was the color TV invented.
We've had this for...
You feel like you began the Joker laugh. I have already won, you stupid cunt.
It's too late, reactor. There's an anime.
He's literally going... Your point is bad and that the manga is hard to follow because an anime exists.
I ain't saying that it's not ugly. I'm just saying that there's a way to make it pretty.
A colored version of the manga then? With how flashiness the fights are in Demon Slayer, obviously you're not going to convey the impact well when it's black and white.
Yeah, the media with which it was originally presented? No! This is the intent, the artist, the author drew this in the way, and you're just like, well, they're wrong and ugly and stupid and bad.
What did I miss? People not reading as usual. Thank you for the super chat balance.
This is not only not reading. This is the first anti-reading.
Don't read it.
Do not. No, you can't. There's literally no way that you can follow this because it's in black and white.
Do not read the manga.
Captain Mack, what are you doing? What's your problem? Did you know that it's there's a way that you can watch this in motion and color?
The anime came out and it was really pretty and it got hype.
They really wanted you to know what happened. They would have colored it.
It's supposed to look bad.
It's a secret panel. You're not even figure it out later when the anime come out.
Lear Hope can see death says, "Joke's on you, I can't see color anyway."
What's up?
Convey the impact well when it's black
To be
and
fair,
white.
manga is not for us.
It is
in our American sensibilities of color.
And Jesus, the character designs are awful. What is this? They look like they were ripped off a teenager's DeviantArt page.
See, like the picture you're showing isn't the best example because clearly when characters look like this from a faraway shot, they obviously gonna look like little kids. They look tiny as hell.
But the design.
The point is what he's talking about.
The designs, not a singular frame of an issue of a anime. The designs of all the characters. This was the shot he used to show all of the Hashira at once.
Obviously, it's not fully rendered details of the characters. So
No, but I can see their colors. I can see their eye color. I can see their choice of garb. I can see everything I need to see. I can see Rengoku's fire pattern. I can see the snake dude has a snake wrapped around his mouth. I can see his mouth wrappings. I can see Shinobu's socks.
Look like this from a faraway shot. They obviously gonna look like little kids. They look tiny as hell. Obviously, it's not fully rendered details of the characters. So, of course, you pick out the worst picture of these Hashiras. It's more of a faraway shot, so obviously they look kind of goofy.
This guy's supposed to be the main villain.
Hey,
Overlord Silverheart Ains says,
the design.
"Dumb artist, are you reading? You book cuck. Watch it. If it does have a movie or show, it's not worth it."
You book cuck.
It's too late, book cuck. Other media has already come out. Visual media has already come out.
The Demon Slayer video game, they Muzan as a DLC character, and his second outfit switches all the blacks to white and whites to black. It looks so much better.
Does it?
It looks so flames.
Villain? I'm supposed to be intimidated.
Yeah, I can see the difference. Yeah, that would be kind of nice.
Intimidated by him? He looks like he's about to tip his fedora to Milady.
I'm happy that he didn't pull the easy trigger here and just saying that he looks like Michael Jackson. But if we know back in the day in China and Japan...
ChatGPT! Hats in Japan?
If you know...
If you know, ChatGPT, help! I ain't know, but if you knew, if the royal you knew...
And if he were dressed like how Muzan is dressed in this time era, basically associated with gangs, loyalty, money,
Pause.
power.
No. Showcase that personality of Muzan was just like, I got an accountant thing that I need to go to.
Back in the day in China and Japan, if he were dressed like how
neither of those hats look like
Muzan
Muzan.
is dressed in this time era.
None of these people have a hat.
Says,
"Look down upon
nice
this man.
hands.
Spit
Yeah,
on him.
watch
He's dumb."
This Ingalls. Balance Breaker 777 says, "Berserk manga legendary and have some of the most gorgeous impact and rage panels and backgrounds, and the anime is dog water."
But it's black and white, so I can't read it. I'm sorry.
What you miss, random guy? Don't read the manga when the anime exists.
With gangs, loyalty, money, power, like you name it. So
he's wearing a suit. That's what suits signify.
But here he's just criticizing the characters. I mean, they're cartoon.
No, he's criticizing the designs of the characters.
Does a judge go never cook again? We'll have to look for that.
Power, what, like you name it. So here he's just criticizing the
that could
characters.
definitely be a sound clip.
I mean, they're cartoon characters. They're not real people.
Hey, cartoons? Did you consider that there are cartoons?
I don't give a. It's cartoons.
Hey, these designs are bad. Well, they're cartoons and not real people. But Muzan, this is a real design that they had back then. So it's both. This is real and it's also not real. So debunked.
I feel like he's wrong. ChatGPT, is he?
Like every single character looks like a child. Some of them are. Tanjo's only 15, but this dude 27? He looks like he just got to high school. Even the old characters look like children dressing up like adults.
Honestly, it's hard to portray what certain characters' ages are and draw them accurately. It's obviously
Bro, because I don't give a fuck. It's cartoons.
So fucking hard
Thousand
to
Master
draw
Swan Slayer says. Triggered agreement.
accurately on how a 15-year-old versus a 27-year-old would look like. So Captain Mack here, Mr. Artist Subjective, is complaining about characters.
Other things.
Other things. This reminds me of, I think it was a Fantastic Four comic where the artist had no idea how to do babies.
Yeah, the baby in the bathroom.
Yes. And it's just a grown man, but just like with little baby arms and legs.
From Demon Slayer looking like children and complaining about how they don't match their age. I mean, look at this fucking video that I'm
Yes, he can complain about it other places as well, but he's complaining about it here. Does he have to say with everyone? A lot of anime do this, and Demon Slayer is one of them.
In my opinion.
A lot of anime do this, and Demon Slayer one of them, and I'm gonna explain the issue.
Do you think any of these anime characters look like their age?
I think Mir Satan looks 17.
Yes.
Last thing I want to talk about is how Demon Slayer wraps up plot lines, which means we enter the territory of anime-only spoilers. So, if you don't have the ending of this mess spoiled, please skip ahead to the following time code to hear my final thoughts.
I have not read the manga. I'm caught up with the show, and
You ain't have to tell us that.
Black and white, that hurts my eyes. I can't. Ow! This is inaccessible. He's literally going this inaccessible.
Literally.
It's black and white, so read the color thing to know what's going on.
The art is not accessible to us, so wait for the anime.
Jay says, can't read the manga but reads ChatGPT.
Yeah,
I'm not a book cuck.
Infinity Castle concludes, which is the final season of movies that are coming supposedly in September, in Japan at least. I don't want myself to get spoiled by anything, because I'm the guy doing the conductive research, and I'm the guy also editing the video as well, and if I'm doing the research for ending stuff, I'm going to compromise myself with spoilers.
I'm gonna be compromised by not consuming the art I enjoy in its original intended way. Instead, I'd rather wait for the super flashy movie that spends 30 minutes on a Zenitsu fight.
Is it in color?
Yes.
Oh, sign me the up. Then why make the video?
Just gonna move on to the concluding thoughts.
Why wouldn't you just wait until all that stuff is out and then debunk his video when you got all the information? Or read the manga.
Oh man, I like the black and white.
Throughout this final section of the video is that he expects the show to have some flaws, but for some reason can't excuse it for Demon Slayer though. He even says like not every show can be perfect.
It's not for some reason. He goes, there are other shows that do things very well, so their flaws are covered up by the good things. In Demon Slayer, there are no good things to cover up the flaws. Don't just say for some reason. I remember that point.
Are our standards this low that this derivative garbage can become a generation-defining piece of media? You cannot expect the things you read or watch to be perfect. You cannot expect them to have no flaws. But for God's sake, people, have higher standards than this.
I don't know why you have this expectation because this
Leo
show
Luster
is so
says,
popular.
Top 3 worst revisits, maybe top 2.
It's bonkers.
It's up.
All the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries.
I know if I watched 1 second more than what I've heard there, I'm done. But that part, I'm good.
Thank you for the super chat, Balance Breaker. If art is subjective, why have art school? Because art has trends, constraints, constants, and common tricks and techniques.
If you draw a line and go, this is a line, yes, that is a line. But if you draw an S, it's like, well, this is also a line. It's like, well, yes, it's a line, but this line is better at being a line because it's straight, it's perpendicular, it's whatever a line needs to be. Mm-hmm. This is not as good of a line.
Captain Mack is saying that there's no such thing as a perfect piece of media. But this 4 out of 10 should not be a generation-defining anime because, in his opinion, it's a 4 out of 10. And he wished people's standards were
Don't
higher.
ask questions.
Where they,
just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Where they went, hey, this is a 7 out of 10. This should be more in line with what we push than this 4 out of 10.
And I recognize, as Captain Mack, that there are other 4 out of 10s out there. But in my opinion, this should not be up there as one of the greatest.
But if the other 4 out of 10s out there aren't being talked about, aren't being read, aren't being watched because they're 4 out of 10s, but this 4 out of 10 is going to the highest peak. And I think people should have better standards than that. In my opinion, to me, keep in mind also
that it needs to be perfect and it's not allowed to have any flaws.
He never said that!
Can we go back in here?
Hey, people, have higher standards than this.
I don't know why you have this expectation because this show is so popular that it needs to be perfect and it's
no. He's just completely. This is one of the worst misconceptions. He literally said it didn't need to be perfect.
Have any flaws is insane to me. This show can have flaws and it does. Like, listen, you can dislike the show, but like that's just such a stupid and unfair argument to have. Expecting this show, because the show did so well, the movie was like the highest grossing movie in Japan in 2020, or like very big manga sales charts. Just because it's one of the top list animes for younger generations as well, it doesn't mean that this show is fucking perfect. So basically,
no, it doesn't. I wonder who argued that. Who said it's perfect?
Captain Mack did. You've seen it.
There it is.
And ChatGPT never lies. Good night, folks.
Props up his video there. So in conclusion, I just hate this fucking trend when people are literally wasting their own damn time to like watch something or read something knowing that they're gonna hate it.
Did you go into this video thinking that you would like it? How come like you wasted your time on something that you hated?
I don't think there's many things in my life I picked up where I went, I'm expecting to hate this thing. Not I might not like it. I expect to hate this thing.
It's essentially wasting your own time then.
No, it can be very fun. Our bad movie days back in the day were a bunch of movies that were very bad that we watched, and we'd have a great time, and it was a lot of fun.
Why do you care about other people's time?
Yes.
That is such a good point.
Their time. Let them do with it however they want.
Because if I was just like, why are you wasting your money on a Rengoku shirt?
Yes. Well, it's my money. Well, you gotta...
If some stuffy person was just like, why are you wasting all your money on this Japanese cartoon stuff? It's like, well, this brings me joy. I'm allowed to talk about this with other people. I'm allowed to express my opinion and my love for this thing. It was just the opposite. I'm allowed to express my hate for this
Lear
thing.
Hope Can See Death says, Nobi set aside thing I believe will be a 4 so I can stop myself from doing 9s back to back to back.
There you go. I legitimately started Superman wanting to hate it.
Crazy.
And couldn't do it. That's how you know it's generational.
Why are you wasting my time, ALX?
You said it yourself. Anime is subjective. It can have flaws, but yet you want this show to be perfect. Like
Literally never said that.
Get a big old dig in.
Maybe not on.
That's just the culture of YouTube. That's just content, to each of their own. And that's all there is to it. I'm happy to make a video again, and hopefully it does well with all the time and effort I put That's all there is to it. I'm happy to make a video again, and hopefully it does well with all the time and effort I put into it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, have your own opinions, sure, but don't be presenting him like they're fact. And that's pretty.
This video says biggest hate video essay debunked. Are you presenting your opinions within this video as fact?
When did you say, in my opinion, he's wrong? You go. He's wrong. Here's the proof that he's wrong.
ChatGPT.
That's much it. Thanks for watching.
The people that agree with me will praise the accuracy of my arguments, while the people that don't will find any number of straw man arguments but why I'm unfit to criticize it at all.
It's overreactor.
I played the laughing gif.
KSI is laughing at you, Mac. He's laughing. How do you feel? I've edited that
Pizza
in.
Steak says, guys be like me, a liar who is not spitting facts.
Be like me. I'm not a liar. It's... Oh, boy.
At this point, I just want someone to make an actually good debunk on Mack's video, because it's like, what?
Because
0
you
and
can.
4.
And not the stuff that you cannot prove. Like, just skip over the stuff that are just like, oh, the Genya thing? Absolutely. 100%. Yes. Skip over the sword thing? Absolutely. He said that stuff. Talk about the woman thing properly.
Yes. The stuff he obviously got wrong, you just go, here's some of the things he said wrong.
The relatable thing.
Yeah,
it's like, well, you don't need to relate to him. I don't relate to Nico Robin, but I loves me some Robin.
There you go. Flawless doesn't, if flawed doesn't equal relatable, you could be flawless and have relatability within it, those types of things. There are aspects of this that can be talked about.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember Go Anime? Well, he's back. Who's Go Anime?
Because I remember you said it sounded like a pirate website, and you kept going
Anime.
I was
just about to say it sounds like a pirate anime.
I think his name was Go Anime, and you kept saying Go Anime, or it was the reverse, whichever way it was. He either has 2 goes in his name, and you said 3, or he has 3 in his name, and you said 2.
Jay says, look at T23 new form.
No.
Well, we're just looking at his new form. We can just go on over to the channel real quick and then bid these fine people adieu, except for the bad people who we will not be bidding adieu.
Goku T23.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good.
What's the name?
Just when Goku had.
Okay, he's born a Super Saiyan God. Unleashed Super Saiyan God.
Unleashed Super Saiyan God.
Primal God Goku. That's good.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, that's good. That might be too good though. Super Saiyan God Omega. Peak Revisited. Nah, he was not spitting. This was super annoying.
Primal is getting me because he got the Super Saiyan first.
Real good. True Super Saiyan God, lazy enough for it to be true.
God of Gods Goku.
Hyper Baboon 4 Supreme Super Saiyan God. True God Instinct Goku. God of all gods Goku.
Prime Super Saiyan God.
Was that the worst DS debunk Mac video y'all have seen?
It's hard to say.
It was worse than Triggers, because Trigger just doo-dooed One Piece all over the place and called him a femboy. I don't remember too many of his points.
Mm-hmm. And I think he did that with somebody.
Yes, he did. The debate dude. Zalaris?
Zalaris was bad.
I have to rewatch the Zalaris, but the ChatGPT spam was bonkers.
Prime Super Saiyan God. I saw Corey's Astro Ultra Super Saiyan God.
Just God Goku might be lazy. That was that video Hall of Fame. It's an anomaly. It is so bad that it has to be.
Super Saiyan God Ancient Super Saiyan.
This was so bad.
Legendary Super Saiyan God Goku. This beat is it's so horrible. The snares are
Fallen
so
Master Spawn Slayer
horrible.
says, "No DA, the video was trash, but y'all were entertaining AF."
Thank
We
you.
always are.
Goku has now gone and broke every limit of his, spending 15 years training with an angel room and also getting his potential unleashed. He has now achieved the final form of his power. This is known as true Super Saiyan God Goku.
Oh
The
my
laziest worst
Come on,
one.
You're better than this, T23. You're better than this.
True God Instinct Goku was very close.
on.
True Super Saiyan God.
You're better than this.
True Asshole Goku.
Come on.
Yeah, that was bad. There were so many there. All right.
Last thing, can we really check on our boy 21 real quick to see if he's putting out anything recently? Because he seems like
We also need to run back our win sins thing again.
Yeah. We need to do that. We need to finish up T23.
Nope.
Yep. Nope. He hit the post. Yeah, he's our boy is he might have hung it up.
Yeah, he might be the hot dunzo.
Deku went to all the positions that he possibly can in 769 videos. Big ups.
Big ups.
Oh.
All right, I got a pay-per-view to watch, so enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. This is the end.
Finally, man.
Next
week is the best week.
Yeah, DSP has been around.
DSP's day, big up.
Big ups. Tomorrow I'm putting up the viewer request month nominations and rules.
Balance Breaker
So
777
get your videos ready.
says, Primal Super Saiyan God would be peak.
Put it, you know what? Put it in his comments.
Yes, he will do it.
Because I think at the end of the video going, hey, tell me what you want me to do next.
Yes.
So suggest something like, what if Gohan was the dad of Goku?
Yeah.
And his form would be Primal Super Saiyan God. Do something like that. How would Gohan be as a mentor to Goku? Let's find out. I mean, like a world.
He's finally achieved his true form. If you're not a subscriber. Funny enough, during your hiatus, I was binging your DSP streams. They are one to binge.
Yes.
The condo tour.
It is our best episode of we peaked so early. And I hate it.
It can't be. But then the Christmas one was low-key flame.
So good. It's just seeing him walk around and be weird and stuff.
The Fit God to lean. The Fig song that went on for 4 minutes.
The troll lives in his parents' basement. It's like, this is your room, Phil. Oh, it was so fun.
Damn, viewer request month already. Where's the time going? Please chat for viewer request month. No T23 is a waste of a slot.
We never found that in between What If Tuber for 22. Not yet.
We will one day, hopefully.
But if we do, they're not. Because Last of Us 21 is iconic. T23 is iconic. 22 is just going to be some guy.
Yes. It's
gonna be what makes it the worst.
It's going to be serviceable what if. There's going to be a little bit of goofiness in the 80% of just like, this is whatever.
And we will never have that moment of going straight from 21 directly into 20.
Never again! It's impossible! Because most of these months just AI-ing anyway!
Instinct Goku, Ultra SN Goku, True
Here's a
Divine
bribe, make a
Essence
DSP
Goku.
playlist. We already have. Thank you for the super
Dutch
chat, Balance
says,
Breaker.
when is next What If stream?
It is called the ALX Watches DSP.
Yep. And it's all there.
It's all there. Maybe of the clips and stuff we've already watched, but just watch us instead. Watch. When's the next What If stream? Never. We gotta pay
It's
Salad
rough.
Saiyan to change his name.
It's
Only
so
one
rough.
king. All right, we're out of here. We're out of here.
Curtain down.
Because it's getting hot too. I'm starting to shoe it.
That video was terrible.
It's terrible. Anomaly.
Stop coming to these. Come back next week for DSP Day because are you old or new? What's going on? It's been a while.
It's been a while. I think I'm old.
New is tough.
There's a lot of stuff happening. Oh, we'll know very soon if who's old and who's new. All right.
Curtain down.
Curtain down.
It's Overreactor.
I've ended the stream.
One of the best.
Yeah, no. This year, this is the best one.
It's so good. I've played the silly music.
That was the other one, and I think we had one more.
The whip nay.
The thing. Shinobu's pretty good too, but this is numero uno.